Good morning. Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It's weird saying happy Wednesday, but literally we're just on the weekend. This weekend is weekend. This week is literally flying by. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Hi, and happy hump day to all. Let's go back up and see who's in here. I see some content creators in here. I see Erica Butler is here. Tara is here. Good morning. Good morning. Reba0616 is in the building. Sheila Washington is here. Just the T, please. Is here. That's a content creator. Good morning. She said, good morning, Rail. Siobhan Foster is here. Darlene Mungum is here. Monique Johnson is here. Bridget J914 is here. Vera Dockery is here. Brian Eyes is here. SD Warren is here. Laura Eden is here. Deborah Johnson is here. Pen Pal 50 is here. Good morning. Katrina Taylor is here. Marion Favors is here. Audrey Williams is here. Darlene Mungum is here. Charlotte, I think I said Siobhan Foster, but good morning again. Greatness Love is in the building. Alicia Murray is here. Brooklyn All Day is here. Brooklyn in the house. Hey, Purple Unicorn, that's another content creator. You guys definitely check out these content creators. Let me do my little mark on here so I can keep up too. Because I'd be like, okay, who's here? Let's see. Charlene is here. Cheryl Williams is here. Dog Lady. Okay, Dog Lady. Good morning. Carla Van Zandt is here. Delilah T is here. Shout out to Sweet Essence in the building. Big Steak is here. Erica Rogers is here. The other Monique is here. Okay, the other Monique. She said, caught you live. Good morning. Yes, you're here, girl. You are here. You are here. Good morning, everybody. Kim Jones, I see you. All right. Where my mods at this morning? Are my mods here? Are my mods still asleep? All right, mods, wake it on up now. All right, Alicia Murray, I see you. Bridget J is in the building. Let's get started, okay? Let's get started. If y'all see any funny business, y'all handle it, okay? My caramelians, I'm gonna let y'all mod today. Till my people get here. I don't know what people are this morning. Good God. All right, but we got it. If I see anybody acting up, y'all know, honey, time out today. We're doing timeouts on Wednesdays, okay? Yes. All right, we can get no warning today. If you act up today, it's going to be a damn time out. All right, let's get into our show, though. All right, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right, let's get into it. All right, now Trump has signed a new order, honey. We got to get into it. Y'all know we got to keep up with what's going on in this government, girl, because it's always a mess. Always. You got to know, every child, we got to do 360. We got to do the ha-has and we got to do the government stuff too, because, baby, listen, you just heard about a war yesterday and I ain't playing, okay? Any new business going on government-wise, baby, I'm on it. All right, so let's get into the tea. Said that we got you, Rail. I see you. Thank y'all. All right. All right, so as you guys can see on my screen, shout out to the Jasmine brand, Trump signs an executive order overhauling U.S. elections requiring proof of citizenship. Well, thank God he can't run no more, right? Let's go ahead and play first and we'll read.
Lastly, sir, we have an executive order for your attention on the very important subject of election integrity. We believe that this executive order is the farthest reaching executive action taken in the history of the Republic to secure our elections. Among numerous other aspects of this executive order, this is going to cut down on illegal immigrants on the voter rolls, ensure that the Department of Homeland Security and the data that they have available is being fully weaponized to ensure that illegal immigrants aren't voting. This will include a citizenship question on the federal voting form for the first time. This executive order instructs the EAC to cut federal funding to states that don't take reasonable steps to secure their election. This calls on the Department of Justice to vigorously prosecute election crimes, particularly in states that we don't believe are in compliance with federal law around election integrity. I could go on and on for a while, sir, but the compliance with National Election Day rules, cracking down and investigating and prosecuting foreign interference in our elections, revoking President Biden's Executive Order 14019, which essentially weaponized government to corrupt and pollute our election process. There's a lot in here, but we believe that these are very important steps that we need to be taking as an administration at your direction to ensure that our elections are as secure as they possibly can be.
Okay, you all understand that? Yes. Election fraud. You've heard the term. We'll end it hopefully.
We would know about some fraud.
At least this will go a long way toward ending it. There are other steps that we will be taking in the coming weeks. And we think we'll be able to end up getting fair elections. Perhaps some people think I shouldn't be complaining because we won in a landslide, but
that needs to be investigated.
We got to straighten out our election. This country is so sick because of the election, the fake elections and the bad elections, and we're going to straighten it out one way or the other. And it's an honor to sign this one. To sign all of them, but to sign this one is a great honor.
Boo. All right, they should have been putting something in place when your ass was running the first time. But anywho, so Donald Trump signs an executive order on Tuesday, which was yesterday, aimed at overhauling U.S. elections, requiring documentary proof of citizenship to register to vote in federal elections and mandating that all ballots be received by election day. Now, the order criticizes the U.S. for not enforcing necessary election protections and urges states to collaborate with federal agencies to share voter lists and investigate election crimes. Now, it threatens to cut federal funding from non-compliant states. It also says that the order faces expected legal challenges as state-controlled election laws. It said the voting rights groups have expressed concern that the citizenship proof requirement could disenfranchise citizens. Y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? Somebody said, remove him now. I know that shit right. This is crazy. Like, wow, it's so crazy why he focused so much on foreign people. Okay. When your wife is a foreigner, your wife is a foreigner. Okay. Yes, she is. Your wife, who you married. All right. Who was out here busting it wide open. Let's go ahead and say it. First lady, Trump's wife, was out here busting it wide open and doing some very nasty, egregious shit. And she is the first lady of the United States for the second time. But you're so focused and or worried about people who are not citizens when she's not from the U.S. Okay, she's not from the U.S. No wonder she don't like you. But this is crazy. They said that this will be reversed by the judicial system. So some people think that this could be reversed. All right. Another person says, what about not letting his puppet master control the election booths and rig the election? Period. That right there. Because I always said I felt like this election right here was definitely rigged. I don't see how he was that far ahead. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I really felt like Kamala could have won this. But of course, you know, Trump, he stay on some fraudulent bullshit. And I knew some mess was going to be pulled. I knew a little switcheroo was going to be done in this damn election. But and then it's weird that he feel this way when a lot of Mexican people voted for him to be in office. And I don't know why they did that shit, because he's trying to get y'all ass out of here quick, fast, and in a damn hurry. See what happens when you be riding for the wrong person? Then your ass gets shipped up out of here. So let's get up off him, child. Trump stay on the bullshit. Oh my God. I don't know how anyone can support him. I just don't understand. But let's get into the next topic, girl. All right. So child. Let's get into some married to medicine news, child. Oof. Lord. All right. So as you guys know, if you've been following the show, Married to Medicine, Sweet Tea and Dr. G had an altercation with Quad and her boyfriend, who is soon to hopefully go to jail with his fraud ass out here with that damn Rolls Royce. So Sweet Tea and Dr. Greg and them got into a almost altercation where Quad's boyfriend King, Kirk Andrew King, that's what his mama named him, ran up on Dr. G trying to fight him in defense of Quad after Dr. G was like, I ain't about to apologize to her, and I'm not coming to you if I got to say something to her. I'm going to say it to her ass. Like, who the fuck are you to be telling me what I can say and cannot say? Like, we are both grown. If Quad say some slick shit to me, then I'm going to say it back. And that's what Dr. G was saying to King, but he wanted to be on the, stick your chest out and flex your, six pack and your muscles or whatever. And if she says something to you, you come and tell me. Like, nigga, sit back, okay? It's not that serious. So of course, you know, they almost had a fight on the show, and Sweet Tea ran up and was gonna be throwing bows too. I was like, okay, girl, that's how you supposed to do for your man. If your man about to get beat up, you gotta run in there and, you know, put your military stance on and do what you gotta do. So I was here with it, girl. I was like, ooh, 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 get the hands, girl. So Sweet Tea defends Dr. G, which they call him Gregory, honey, for protecting himself by considering filing charges and reporting the incident with King to HR. Says that he said that King intended to cause bodily harm, which he did, which must be reported to make a paper trail and share her thoughts on Dr. Damon. I agree with that. I do. Because what if he would have hit him and hurt him? You know, King obviously works out. I don't know what Dr. G does, and I don't know what his hands are looking like over there. But my thing is, I think he escalated the situation. He, meaning King, escalated the situation to a place that it did not have to go. You don't confront another man and be that aggressive in tone. I'm about tone as well. If you're having a conversation with me and your tone is wrong, I'm probably going, well, no, I'm going to check you and let you know, okay, it's not that serious, bring it down. Because just like you can be loud, so can I. Like with two grown adults, if we're going to talk, a conversation is two people talking, let's be respectful as such. And if you want to carry it to the next level, I'm available. But who wants to do that? Okay. In this situation, they really went too far. All right. And Dr. G went and filed a police report. And he, you know, Married to Medicine Bravo, they suspended King from filming. Okay, so yeah, and the men of the show, they kind of took King's side on that, saying that, hey, he didn't put no hands on you, Dr. G, so why go and file something? Like, why do that? So Sweet Tea is saying that she felt that it was a great idea for Dr. G to file something to leave a paper trail just in case something happens in the future. I said the same thing, and let's spin the block on the situation that happened yesterday that we reported on with Funky Dineva and the Tasha K situation. Like, you know, and not to have to regurgitate, but with him going live and saying, hey, when I see you, it's on site, I'm going to slap the shit out of you. Like, that is an open threat. And you said that on social media. Like, that is so not what you do. If you're going to plan to slap somebody, don't say the shit on you know, on a platform where it can be taken to the police and say, hey, look, this is what's happening. Now you put a person in a position to have to go and file something in the event that they run into you in, you know, those streets out there, child, and you run up and slap this person or attack them. That is assault. Go to jail for assault. I mean, I don't know if you realize that shit, and you lose everything that you worked hard for over a moment. So I get it why they filed it, because King was being very aggressive. He was being very threatening, and I don't think Dr. G wants to lose his license and everything else that he's worked hard for, to be out here in a public altercation, a fight with somebody over quad. Like, no. All right, so let's get into this. Let's go ahead and play.
She called him a pedophile on social media.
So what Andy is saying here is that Dr. Heavenly called Dr. G a pedo on social media. Now, you got to have proof whenever you say stuff like that. This man is a public figure. He is also a doctor. You could mess up his job, his clientele of people not wanting to work with him. He's a psychologist, a psychiatrist. People gonna be like, hey, I don't want to come over there and sit and have him, you know, talking to him and have him as my psychiatrist, because heavily putting out defamatory things like this about Dr. G, saying he's a pedo. You have to prove stuff like that. I would sue the fuck out of her for defamation had she said that shit about me, you know, if I was a doctor or not. Okay, but let's continue.
Right. Am I a cheater? Am I a cheater? And you sat there like a coward.
That's the most ignorant motherfucker on the planet.
No, I stood up to you.
It's funny because it's like in a way of them trying to make it seem like I'm aggressive. Like, for one, because I remember Toya actually made a statement at the table, and she's like, well, whenever you're heightened, it gets other people, you know, upset and heightened up and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, the times that I got upset is when my husband was getting attacked, and that definitely was meant to like really cause bodily harm. Nobody takes their shirt off and run towards someone without like really trying to do something. So it's just like, that's why I can't even entertain the ignorant. So if Gregory feels the need that he has to protect himself, so well be it. Protect himself. And that, you know, and I think that he has to. Being a provider, a doctor, you know, like, of course, that's number one. You know, because the men, they're not cast members. So he had every right to do what he needed to do. And I was going to support that. You do need a paper trail in case something happens, because even though, like, I have been invited to go to certain spaces that I know that I wouldn't be welcome to in somebody's house. And I was like, no, I can't do that. Because if something happens and I need to defend myself, I can't, and the police are getting called, I can't rely on production to save me. You know, they're not going to be able to do anything. They're not an authoritative figure over the police. So I was like, absolutely not. We got to report that to make a paper trail. If Gregory felt the need to do that, I totally understand. This is a workplace as much as everybody says, this is my job, this is my job. At a real job, you have to have a paper trail. You have to report things just in case something hits the fan. You know, you have to protect yourself. And so I don't blame him if he wanted to do that. And I was going to support my husband. That's why I said, it ain't none of your business if it don't concern you. Gregory was really disappointed when we had to leave. But like, and everybody keeps talking about us pressing charges. Like, you know, it was a conversation that Gregory had, but charges were never pressed. They never were pressed. Like, it was just super annoying that they kept running with that. And like, I think that really kind of bothered me because I had disclosed this about what happened on the trip. You know, that I was worried about the situation because I'm like, for one, nobody's holding that guy's girlfriend accountable for anything. And, you know, I felt like that guy was very ignorant the way he came at Gregory because one, you know, you were there the night before unless you were just sloppy drunk.
You were just doing what you would do as an employee.
Yeah, the employee, yes. Like, this is still a job and you're supposed to report things to HR. But already, when I called HR, they had already knew about it. Like, somebody had already called. I don't know whether if it was Phaedra or what, but they had already called. And so they decided to separate us. I felt like the cast tried to come and blame that on me and hold me accountable for what production did. And I didn't like that. And so that's what I was just kind of like, okay, this is stupid. I felt like because we can't break the fourth wall. We just gotta, that's why it's not making sense. We can't break the fourth wall. And so that's when people are looking at like, well, why are they trying to blame, you know, things on Gregory and T?
So what did you hear happened, the reasoning behind the pause on the two couples filming together?
Right. And that's the crazy part because off camera, the production team or the HR people, whoever that is, they decided like, okay, these people can't be around each other right now. And so we're going to have to separate them.
What do they want you to take accountability for?
Child, I don't know.
All right, so you heard that. You heard that. Now, of course, all of the male cast turned on Dr. G and was like, why you going file something? You didn't have to do that. It wasn't that serious. He wasn't going to touch you. How do you know? Because the way he ran up on him, and you guys saw it, we played it on here many times. The way King or Andrew King ran up on Dr. G was with the intentions of putting hands on him and assaulting him. All right. Had people not gotten in between the two of them to push him back, it would have been an altercation. It would have been a fight. Someone would have gotten hurt. And it was not that serious. The conversation was not that. And you could tell that King was trying to flex himself and trying to push Dr. G into having an altercation so he can have a moment on national television. And that was just not the way to go. So do I feel like Dr. G and Sweet Tea was right to file something? Absolutely. Because had he put his hands on him and hurt him, then what is like she said, your word against mine. But here I have a paper trail here showing that this was a previous issue before. And they can go and pull that and say, okay, this person was problematic before. And I see why now this situation has occurred the way that it has and why you guys are taking the stance that you're taking. And that's how you got to be with some people. Do I feel like Tasha K should file something on Funky Dineva? Probably. If you openly threaten me, okay, I'm not calling the police. I'm just saying right now. But if you openly threaten someone, yeah, you should go and file something just for your own self-gratification and for your own protection, period. Okay, yeah. Let's move on, though. Let's move on. Y'all can put in the chat what y'all think. All right, let's get into some Jasmine Crockett news because I love her. Y'all know I love Jasmine Crockett, honey. Anything she does, I love it. Good or bad. Not good or bad. But this situation was not so nice, but it was, child. It was a little read down, and we'll take it, girl. Now, Texas Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, honey, addresses criticism after calling wheelchair-bound Governor Greg Abbott Governor Hot Wheels. That's some shit I would say. Okay, y'all know Jasmine Crockett gonna say whatever the hell she want to say. She's funny as hell. She's very intelligent, and I like that. She knows how to handle these guys in politics, and she get them together, honey. And that's why I say anything that she got going on, I'm gonna talk about it because I love her. Let's get into this, baby, because she done called this man Governor Hot Wheels, baby. I can't unsee that now. I'm sorry. This shit is funny. Let's go.
Because we in these hot ass Texas streets, honey.
Yeah.
Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey. So so yes. And because we in these hot ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
Oh my God.
And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey. So yes. And
yo. So Congressman Jasmine Crockett, honey, says, I wasn't thinking about the governor's condition. I was thinking about the planes, trains, and automobiles that he used to transfer migrants into communities led by Black mayors, deliberately stoking tensions and fear among the most vulnerable. She says, literally the next line that I was, that he was a hot ass mess, referencing his terrible policies. Oh my God. Says that at no point did I mention or allude to his condition. So I'm even more appalled that the very people who unequivocally support Trump, a man known for racially insensitive nicknames and mocking those with disabilities, are now outraged. Period. Let them know, girl. It was not that serious. Says keep that same. Jasmine goes on to say, keep that same energy for all people, not just your political adversaries. Says it finally, this is yet another distraction. Instead of obsessing over the hanging on to my every word, maybe my political woes should focus on doing the work of the people who elected us to improve their lives. Okay, come on, girl. I love that. Like, girl, don't be out here talking about some, because I call him Governor Hot Wheels. It's deeper than that. Look deeper into that. Look at what this nigga have done. Okay, don't be over here looking at the fact that I called the nigga out here riding dirty in the wheelchair. Like, no, look at it. It's deeper, child. Governor Hot Wheels is wild. I'm sorry. So this person here, Charlie Huxley says, stop with the performative outrage, MAGA. Said that you're not offended by Jasmine Crockett calling Greg Abbott Governor Hot Wheels. Said you had no issue with voting in a R-worder and a racist, habitual liar, and a felon into the presidency. You better tell it. Says that I thought y'all liked it when people tell it like it is. Okay, with the emoji like, So another person, Jack Cocciarella, says women and children have died, been unalive because of Greg Abbott. Says that Jasmine Crockett can say whatever the hell she wants to say about that piece of ish. I know that shit, right? Go in, okay? Yes, honey. Says that this is absolutely wrong. A Republicans against Trump says this is absolutely wrong. Criticize Governor Abbott all you want, and there's plenty to criticize, but mocking someone's disability is never okay. That's not what she did. Okay. And it goes on and it goes on. So the persistent says, I don't use this word often, but Jasmine Crockett is truly wicked. Girl, says that to call Greg Abbott Governor Hot Wheels is cruel, contemptuous, and speaks of your lack of character. Says that a tree fell on Abbott when he was 26 years old, paralyzing him from the waist down. Says that his loving wife stayed by his side and they have a lovely adopted daughter. Says that if Jasmine Crockett represents a Democrat Party, I want nothing to do with the Democrats. Despicable. She did not mention the. Okay. Oh my God. So they really taking this Governor Hot Wheels bullshit too far. Then they call a woman wicked and everything. So another person says, sons of Killmonger. All right. Says that don't let Jasmine Crockett calling Greg Abbott Governor Hot Wheels distract you from the desire to take health care away from Texas women and children. Come on. Says that don't let that distract you from how his state is 41st in education. Come on. Judith Bray says that Repubs do it all the time. I'm sick to my soul of it's okay for one, but not you bullshit. Oh, that's what I was trying to say. Okay. Thank you, Judith. All right. So Mahid Nahimi, okay, a little Akbar says they are totally seem fine when Trump mocks someone's disability, period. I mean, come on. It's what's good for the goose is good for the damn gander. All right. So this person, Just the Fact, says that megas are big mad that Representative Jasmine Crockett referred to Greg Abbott's Hot Wheels. Said, remember that these are the same people that refer to her as ghetto trash. Once again, thank you. Hunter Carlin, we ain't gonna read all these, but just to let you guys know how people feel about what Jasmine had to say. So the Congress woman Ratchet is hilarious. Says it. LOL, Hot Wheels is probably the smartest thing I've heard her say. So people are here for her calling him Governor Hot Wheels. Okay, more people than not. I'm here for shit. All right, so this person here says at the very least, Jasmine for us should do is apologize to Governor Abbott and every single person in a wheelchair. She is despicable. No, I don't think so. Says that this Angela person says that I think we all can agree that Jasmine Crockett calling calling Greg Abbott's Governor Hot Wheels has no place in politics. Am I right? So now they're saying she shouldn't be in politics because she called him Governor Hot Wheels. Y'all want to fire this woman for saying that now? Oh my God. I'm not reading no more because they're gonna piss me off. They're really gonna piss me off. All right, so anywho, that's what the people got to say. Okay, so a lot of people.
What's up, John?
Let's hear this one.
Jasmine Crockett, TJ Pearson here. On behalf of the Black community, can you do me a favor? Can you shut the hell up? No, seriously, I'm genuinely asking. Can you shut the hell up? Because every single time you open up your mouth, you set Black people back at least 10,000 steps. At least 10,000 steps. And what's so offensive about you is that the Democrat Party thinks that you are the type of person that can convince Black people to do anything. They think that if they trot out some ghetto Barbie who uses bad grammar, acts a little hood, gets a little ratchet, that all the Black people are just going to listen to everything you say. Everything you say. And I got to say, I knew the Democrats were pretty damn racist, being the party of the KKK and all, but I didn't know that they were this damn racist. I didn't. They truly had me fooled. And so, what's up, Jasmine Crockett?
Like, where are you from? With this proper accent getting on here trying to read Jasmine Crockett now. You better hope she don't snap back at your ass, okay? Oh my God, Jasmine Crockett. Nigga, shut up. It's your fake ass. You're Black, but you're trying to sound white. Okay. Like, no, that was not a read down. You look stupid. Nobody said nobody back 10,000 steps. I'm sorry you went back that far, but we're still here. I mean, catch up. Get into it. Yeah, we're good. I'm sorry you stepped back 10,000. We're good. I enjoyed the Hot Wheels comment. I really did. I thought the shit was funny. Okay. I don't think that she meant it literal, that the man was in a fucking wheelchair and picking at the fact that a fucking tree fell on him. I don't think she meant that. I meant that she, just like a little tease. Nobody say that when Trump get up there and say some shit that's off the wall and be picking at people and say some shit that's not, or that's uncouth or whatever. Nobody don't say nothing then, but as soon as Jasmine get up there because she's what? Yeah, everybody is offended. Everybody got something to say. Everybody want to pick through everything she's got, everything that she says and everything that she meant or what you thought she meant. Like, no, why y'all don't have that energy for Trump? Why don't have the energy for Trump? When he was running for office, he was on the bullshit. And he's in office and still saying some bullshit. And y'all still have not addressed it. But as soon as Jasmine opened her mouth, here you come, Kyle. You look like your name is Kyle. Fake ass wannabe. That's what you are. Proper talking ass. So Jasmine Crockett your ass up off my screen.
Every time I see them pushing you out and telling you that you are now the voice of the Democrat Party and the voice of Black America, I am deeply offended in a way in which I don't even know if I can put to words right now. But I'm not only offended by the fact that they think that this is how they should be reaching and talking to Black people, I'm offended by the fact that they're using a fraud to do it. Oftentimes Black Democrats and Black liberals like you, Crockett, like to say that Black Republicans like me are fraudulent.
Are you Black? I don't know.
Guess what, Jasmine? I've never pretended to be anything that I'm not. But you pretend to be everything you're not every single day.
So because you say it that loud, we should believe it? Why do people feel like because they get to yelling that what they're saying is just facts? Like, oh God, what I'm saying right now is just facts. And this is, you guys should listen to me because I'm loud and I'm speaking in my white voice. Nigga, no.
You throw on that great value wig and you act like you didn't grow up going to private schools as you rail against school choice. You act like you didn't go to a ritzy college. You act like you've just been out in the streets, that you're about that life.
No. See, you can't say about that life like that you're about that life. What? You gotta put some hood on it about that life. You're supposed to say it like that. You're out in these streets. No, it's out in them streets. That's how you're supposed to say that. See, I went to college too. But you got to get a little hood in you. See, you too white. You got too many white friends. Okay. Nigga.
Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. You're not about any kind of life. We know who you are, and we know every time that you are not like us. So stop pretending, Jasmine. The jig is up. That you are not like
the jig or the gig. What college did you go to? Oh, okay.
Like us. So stop pretending, Jasmine. The jig is up.
Thank God he's done. Okay. But anywho and anyway, so Nick Sorter, honey, says that breaking news, everyone will do breaking news. Representative Randy Weber has introduced a resolution to censor Representative Jasmine Crockett after she called Governor Greg Abbott, honey, who is in a wheelchair. See, they always got who is in a wheelchair. We clearly can see he's in a fucking wheelchair. Okay. All right. You want to put him in a hover round? Would that make it better? Take him out of the wheelchair and put him in the fucking hover round like Wendy Williams. Would that make it better? I don't know. Governor Hot Wheels publicly says that this, along with literally assaulting a journalist this morning, should lead to expulsion. What is that? Expulsion to nigga. No. Crockett is a disgrace. No, Crockett is real. Y'all don't like the fact that she's so real and that she say the shit that nobody else will say, and that she would check y'all asses and not let y'all sit up there and just be regurgitating bullshit. And she gonna hop in there and let y'all niggas know, like, yeah, no, not today. This is how it's gonna be. And Trump, this is why she will go after Trump and not give a hot damn what the ramifications be after that. She go after every senator. She go after every governor. She don't give a damn. And she will let their asses know, yes, I said it. And that's why I like her, because she's bold and she's motherfucking cold. I love her. Shout out to Jasmine Crockett, child. Don't let these people get you in a tizzy and make you feel like you don't belong where you are. See, that's what they want to do. They try to use this very small situation to make her feel like she don't belong in a place because she's speaking out for our people. Who else gonna get in there and do it? Okay. That shit was not even that serious, talking about this man, no damn wheelchair, Governor Hot Wheels. So now because she called him Governor Hot Wheels, you guys want to remove her from her position to where she can't freely speak because you guys feel a way about her being too real and exposing you guys for who you guys really are and the shit that y'all are doing in the government that we should really know about. Okay, I applaud her. She's very intelligent and she's very well spoken, and I love her. Shout out to you, honey. And Governor Hot Wheels, get your ass, roll your ass somewhere and sit the fuck down. Well, you already sitting down. Roll your ass somewhere and calm the fuck down. I was about to say sit down. The nigga already sitting down. Damn. All right, go lay down. All right, do this shit here. Do this shit right here. Okay. And put your little button over there. Take your ass over there and hop over there in the bed and take your ass to sit down somewhere or lay down. Okay, and go get you a good ass nap. That's what you need, a nap. That shit bother you like that? Hit that little button over there, do that shit right there, and go lay down. All right, I'm sick of y'all. Y'all take two. Y'all be doing too. All right, nigga out here riding dirty, mad as a motherfucker. All right, I hear mad, riding dirty and mad. All right, skirt your ass somewhere and go sit down. All right, moving on, child. Skirt your ass. Skirt your ass somewhere and go lay down and take a nap. All right, that's what I gotta say about that shit. Jasmine, I love you, girl. All right, moving on to Trick Daddy, girl. All right, let's talk about Trick Daddy. I don't know who is out here trying to date this burnt seal, but let's get into him, child. I don't know why he's giving relationship advice. I don't know who is standing in line to be saying, oh, Trick Daddy? Oh, I'm here. Yeah, he's so fine. I want to date him. Girl, no. Maybe a blind person, okay? Maybe a blind person is in line waiting to be dating Trick Daddy with his burnt seal looking ass. Let's get into it, shall we? Skirt your ass. I don't know why I want to keep saying that. Oh my God. That shit is so stupid. Oh my God, can they not take a joke? Why the government ass cheeks so tight? Like y'all can break a 2x4 between your ass cheeks. Like for real, loosen up. Or should I say it like that? Loosen up a bit. Damn. You can snap a 2x4 between your ass cheeks over there. Your ass is so damn tight. Y'all can't take a joke for shit. Like damn. Y'all just like pow, 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 just snapping wood over there between your ass cheeks. But let's get on with the next topic. Oh, what is wrong with him? All right, so Trick Daddy said that he prefers women 22 to 35 years old, girl. And called out women his age. Says that them old hoes, not old hoes, need to lower their standards. I will not lower my standards to be with nobody. Women, put it in the chat. You lowering your standards to be with somebody. What up, Chef Don Don? Says, but Orange Man can get away with it. Right. That better leave my Jasmine alone. Nuh-uh, girl, call me. I'm always. Do we need to pull up Jasmine? Do I need to go put on all black everything? Okay, let me know, girl. Okay, because we gonna ride for Jasmine over here. We riding, girl. Okay. We ready, girl. We are on green, girl. We stay on it. But let's get into this burnt seal right here, girl. First of all, who the fuck is you calling the old hoe? We ain't never none of them. We just don't want to be with your ass, okay? You out here still singing that same old song. Anyway, let's get into what this fool had to say, because, yeah.
I tried dating women my age. That's the hardest shit in the world.
Oh, man.
They stuck in their way, and they wonder why they can't keep them.
Now look, you know they gonna get you for this now.
I wouldn't give a damn. Them old hoes need to lower their standards and realize that unless you want to
trick, no.
Unless them hoes want a nigga unless they want a swap out, a nigga that's a swap out artist, unless them want a yes man or a paymaster. I'm the sugar daddy with no sugar. Yeah, sweet and low. I'm not doing whatever you don't do, you don't get paid for. Like, stop always complaining. Like, for real. Them hoes stuck in their way. I asked her, where you at? You ain't my dad. I'm not your. I hope I'm not your daddy. I want to know where you at in case you get in an accident, in case you get a flat tire. I'm not. See, women.
It's called roadside assistance. Get into it.
I don't want to get treated like. I can't. I don't like niggas. I'm gonna treat you like a nigga. I treat you any kind of way. You want to get treated equal, so you telling me you want to get treated like a nigga because you can never be you can never be me. If a man gonna be a man, are you really a woman? Why you don't cook? Why you don't pay more attention to me like you pay attention to your eyelashes? A 50-year-old ain't got no baby here. Why do you wait till you were 45 to get braces? It's like that, like you.
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Okay. Why you get 45 to be a burnt seal? I see. We can see how we throw that shit back. We really don't want to be trying to roast now. I took that a little literal because the bitch over here got braces. Okay, but we trying to fix our life over here. We're trying to fix our life. Hold on, who the fuck is you talking to? Let me talk to you in my New York voice. All right. Who the fuck is you talking to? All right. New York, stand up. Nigga, how a burnt seal gonna check a bitch about crooked teeth, nigga? I can close my mouth, but we see you when you walk up with your burnt ass. Your non-cooking ass. You look like you scratch your ass and fried chicken. Like, nigga, stop it. Don't you ever in this life or this one to come up and try to read a bitch down, talking about something. We got to tell you where the fuck we are. Nigga, I'm calling roadside assistance. I don't want you pulling up on me ever. I don't want nobody to even know I'm associated with your ass. If I got a flat tire, nigga, I'll ride that bitch to the house flat before I call you. How about that? Get into that. Let's continue. I'm gonna look back over.
When you 45 years old to get braces, and now you got your little daughter 21 getting her body done, 23, and she 23 years old, and she got her titties done. You ain't even have a baby yet. That's gonna drop. You got to get them.
Baby should get your titties done because you have them too. I should have them. You should not. Get back into it.
Done again. You understand what I'm saying? Like, pay. Ain't no 40 years old. Get you to 45, you ain't got baby hairs.
So what?
You got baby hairs up your ass. What's next?
What age do you normally like? Is it like 25?
Nah, from 22 to 35.
So you cut it out. They can't be past 35.
35? No. That's right around the time they got life right there.
Imagine rolling over and looking at this in the morning. The nigga look like he sleep with his mouth open and slob and fart in his sleep. Okay. Yeah, he look like he sleep with his eyes open. Y'all know how all you see is the white of their eyes. The nigga be knocked out like this. Looking at your ass in the middle of the damn night. You be like, oh. That's how he look. Baby, no. Okay.
35-year-old. A 35, this is about a 35 with a wig on. Let's think about that. In my area, the only one wore wigs was bank robbers, drag queens, and clowns who are prostitutes. Think about who wore a wig when you were young. Bank robbers.
You said a clown?
Nigga, you need a wig with some long bangs so we can't see your face. How about that? Can you do that? Can you work that out for us? You need a wig, okay, with some long ass bangs. Or better yet, just get any wig and turn that bitch around backwards and put that shit on and let it just flow across your face so we can't see your ignorant ass. Because really? We don't want nobody with a wig. What you got against people with wigs on? We can say the same about your funky ass walking around here. You probably musky right now while you sitting up there at the fucking interview trying to downgrade and degrade women because don't nobody want your stupid ass. Don't nobody want your one-hit wonder singing ass. Like, oh God.
That's a
prostitutes. That's what clown hoes, we call them prostitutes.
Oh, okay. I was like, all right.
Yeah, like prostitutes, bank robbers, and drag queens. That's who wore wigs. So you're a 40-year-old who putting on a lace wig.
First of all, watch your mouth. See, this is why women don't want to approach you and or give you the time of day because of how you approach. First of all, you don't call no woman a bitch. If you're trying to get a woman's attention, you can never walk up to me, bitch, what's up? First of all, I'm going to take that very literal. Don't call me a bitch because you don't know me in that way, okay? I can be a bitch, but you won't call me that, okay? Let's continue.
Just think about that. Cut your eyebrows off just to draw them back, and now they crooked. Then some of them get them tattooed in now. I don't want no bitch, no. I don't care nothing about no shaving, no nothing. You ain't got to shave none of that. Unless that.
Maybe she don't want a man with a big ass stomach looking like he about to give birth. Nigga, you look like you 13 months pregnant up in there. Maybe she don't want that. Like, how is a person that's not perfect trying to say that he's looking for a woman that is perfect? You want a woman with long natural hair down her back. You want a woman with beautiful skin and natural eyebrows and all this other stuff and don't wear a weave and da-da-da-da. But look at you. Look at you. Your skin look like a fake ass pleather jacket. It does. Like, who want to look at that shit? I'm just saying, a person, I cannot stand people who always want to push a person to be perfect and say, oh, I'm not, I don't want this person because they're this and they're not that. And, you picking out all the things that you feel that's imperfections on their part when you have a lot. You have you have a lot of imperfections when we look at you. Okay, for real. You really do. You really, really do. Okay. Like, I don't know nobody that's lining up to be dating Trick Daddy. Like, I've never heard nobody say Trick Daddy. Girl, I'm trying to get that nigga that thing tonight. Like, no, ain't nobody checking for that.
Nappy, leave it on. You could trim it. You could cut it down. One against the grain, mohawk, a landing strip. But you ain't got to shave that. Don't be talking about, oh, no, that's nasty. No, that's when we knew in the 70s and the 80s, we knew she was growing up because now she got grass on the playing field. That's when we knew. So now all of a sudden, everybody's doing what everybody else is doing. That's why they hoes cannot accuse men of cheating no more. How am I cheating? I'm the same you want to be like. I tried.
Bro. This right here is some ignorant shit. Okay. This is some ignorant shit right here. All right. Trick Daddy is saying that 0304s are so stuck in their ways, and that's why they can't keep a man. He said that they want to be treated like ninjas, and they pay more attention to their eyelashes, baby hair, and wigs, and that they shouldn't be wearing anyway. He said that why are you waiting to be 45 to get braces? It's never too late to fix yourself up. Okay, when you notice your flaws, then you fix them. All right. I don't feel bad about getting braces because, nigga, when I take these hoes off, I'm going to smile all the time, okay? I'm really going to be showing these hoes off after I get these braces off, all right? Again, fix yourself. And that Amazon chain, you sitting up there with that fake shit on, you can work on that as well, all right? Work on your skin. Work on probably your credit, too, because, nigga, what have you done since that last album you had out? Ain't nobody really checking for no more, all right? You still over there on, what is it, Love and Hip Hop Miami, still over there trying to chase the same hoes that really ain't thinking about your ass, and it's all for a fucking storyline. And at the end of the day, you mad because don't nobody want you, all right? Take your clothes off and let's see how you look, nigga, without all that shit on. And I guarantee you ain't no hoes gonna be in line trying to be hollering at you. All right, let's move on. I got him up for him, child. He's a whole ignorant ass biatch. And I don't even like to call men that, but baby, you are bitch made. All right, moving on. We said it, and what? Moving on, girl. All right, moving on to Bootsy. Now, we've talked about Bootsy this week. As you guys know, Bootsy child is being sued by Caleb Wilson's family for trying to get this damn show up off the ground. He was trying to do a scholarship in the name of Mr. Caleb Wilson. Caleb is the Omega Sci-Fi guy who was unalived by being punched in the chest by his frat brothers. They've already, I think they had his funeral on the 14th of March. It was a very sad situation. So Boosie came up and was trying to do a good thing. So the family has now put it out there that they've reached out to attorneys and they're trying to sue Boosie. He's like, what the fuck? I'm trying to do something nice. I'm trying to get y'all $20K up on this thing. But again, like I said yesterday and the day before, I felt like Boosie might have had a conversation with Caleb Wilson's family prior to doing this, because not everybody want their loved one who, first of all, passed away like this, to be exploited in such a way. Okay. Even if it's for a good cause, it doesn't cost you anything to reach out to them and say, hey, I want to do something nice or great for your son. Do you mind if I proceed with such and such and such, and break down what you're trying to do? And if they say yes, great for you. If they say no, respect that. Okay. But now let's get into what it's saying here. Shout out to Boosie. And this is what he's saying, because someone from the family called me. They need to put his damn phone number up there, child. So you know his phone getting blowed up. Says blowed up. Okay. All right. So no one is trying to get us on the line. It says, I've been trying to get y'all $20K since it was brought to my attention. Okay, exclamation. Says that the university, no one wants to put us in contact. It says that this is a fucking shame how they're doing me. 100 says that Attorney General Liz Murrow, can you call me too? Okay, the revenue. So he's like, look, I'm trying to do a good thing out here. Ain't nobody calling me back. Y'all trying to sue my ass. I'm trying to come up off $20K for Caleb Wilson out here. Like, get at me. Here go the nigga is desperate. You know you desperate when you're a public figure and put your fucking phone number up there for anyone to call you. I know his phone is blowing up with all kinds of people just calling, like, I'm gonna call and see if that shit is a real number. Child. All right, let's get into it, y'all. All right. It says, Mira, call me too. The revenue says I can bring the capital. I can bring to the capital city is unmatched. It says that the fun and excitement is unmatched. It says that no violence 6 years in a row at my events, not even a fight in a city that unalives every weekend. It says, instead of trying to bring me down and take from me, maybe y'all should allow me to put in position to make a change in the city. Okay. It says that I've heard that this Attorney General has a grudge against rappers. If that is the case, you need to sit down with me and talk. I agree. Okay. It says that I'm not just a rapper. Hold on. He says, I'm not just a rapper. I'm a rapper. I'm a daddy, a filmmaker, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. Okay, you better let him know out here. Says that this is the reason that I left this damn state any fucking way. I added that part. Says that y'all won't let me be great. Shaking my head. It's all good. I will forever be Mr. Louisiana. Okay. Shout out to Boosie on that. You better let him know out here what's on your resume. Filmmaker, daddy, entrepreneur, philanthropist. Yes, God. Okay. All of that. So let's get into what Boosie had to say, honey, because he is feeling a way about these people up and trying to sue him when he's trying to come up off $20K out here. Okay.
Going with me in Louisiana. That's why I moved from now on, bro. It might be the last of Boosie Bash. That might be the last, bro. I'm thinking of taking Boosie Bash on the road, bro. Look for some venues this morning. Spend me about $300,000 on the tour right quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this shit on the road, man. They ain't gonna let me be great, bro. Man, I did this shit out of love, bro. My business partner came to me. He said, man, you know that kid just died, man. You want to do something for that kid, man, and his family? Kid just died at sudden. I'm like, of course I'll do something for him. We'll give him a 20, man. You know what I'm saying? Do a $10,000 scholarship and give him another 10 to his family when we get there.
That's nice. I like that.
These people fucking with me in the
6th annual Boosie Bash kicked off at Southern University. Boosie confirmed to WBRZ on Friday that he had plans to use the funds from Boosie Bash for a scholarship dedicated to Caleb Wilson. Wilson died in an alleged hazing incident back in February. According to Attorney General Liz Murrow, Wilson's family says they had no knowledge that their son's name and image was being used to promote the music festival.
Their understanding was that Boosie wanted to contribute and start a scholarship fund at the school and put some money towards starting a scholarship. That was the extent of the conversation that they had with him more than a week ago, and no one ever asked them or even mentioned this event, and no one ever asked them if they could use his name and image to promote the event.
But on Friday, Boosie talked with WBRZ and confirmed he was working with both Wilson's family and the Human Jukebox. 6th annual Boosie Bash kicked off at Southern.
Now, again, like I said, I really wish that Boosie would have followed the correct channels in order to do this. It's a great thing he's trying to do. You're trying to get a family $10K. That's a great thing because you never know. They just pay for a funeral. Funerals are high as hell. All right, so 10K would have been great. I think the whole setup in terms of what he was trying to do was a great thing, but you have to follow the proper channels because there are a lot of legalities and all that shit attached to that when it comes to a person's image, a person's name. The family is trying to protect their son's image after all of this negative stuff has been attached to him anyway, in terms of how he passed away, with him just trying to go to school, be in a band, be a part of a frat, a brotherhood, and then for him to lose his life the way that he did in such a negative way. They're now trying to hold on to any type of positive legacy that they have for Caleb Wilson. So, and I get what Boosie was trying to do, like I said. And, anytime they see rappers trying to do stuff, they automatically think that it's something negative and ghetto and ratchet. But in this situation, it seems that he had a great heart and that he was trying to do the right thing and do it, for good faith. And people just didn't understand it in that way. But you have to follow the proper channels. All right. Period. Okay. Give me a second. I see you guys speaking out. Y'all know what I'm talking. I'm trying to be more sociable in the chat because I know a lot of times you guys be saying things to me and speaking to me, and I be so focused here until But yeah, so that's how I feel about this. So hopefully they can figure all this out. And damn, I don't know who Boosie has is like a man. Does he have like an assistant or somebody that can kind of advise him on how to handle things legally and in decent and in order when he's trying to do things so that you don't get kind of tripped up like this, because this is unfortunate. All right, but let's get on, child. I hope they figure it out. All right, so we've all been somewhere where, let's say nail shop, wherever, and braid shop. I know I've been there, where someone else tend to speak a different language, and sometimes they can be insulting you and you not know about it. Now, this situation here, a man at a Family Dollar, they says that a Family Dollar employee allegedly made derogatory remarks in Spanish about Black customers stealing, said that which were overheard by this guy named Dion Chico Young. Okay, now y'all know a lot of times y'all go to these places, spend your good hard-earned honey, get your nails done over there from Ming Lee and Chin Chin and all them, child, and they be talking shit about you in Chinese and all that shit. Okay. Same thing with people over there at Chinese restaurant. All right, you over there ordering your damn shrimp fried rice, and then they talk to you in English, and then they talk to their compadres back there in Spanish. And be this motherfucker, he said this motherfucker right here, why this motherfucker up in here? The nigga teeth is fucked up. They be saying shit like that, and you don't be knowing what he's saying because they're speaking in their language. Okay, so this man was right here was like, look, nigga, y'all got me. I speak several different languages. Okay, so yeah, I understood that shit that you were saying. All right. Mm-hmm. Now, words wise, if y'all got, what you want to do is cut on this little feature on your phone when you go to these different places, like getting your nails and hair done, because it kind of what does it do? It lets you know what they're saying. Okay, it translates. All right, it translates what they're saying. So when they get to talking that shit, cut on your little translator on your phone so you know what the hell they saying. When them little Chinese people working on your feet and your feet is fucked up, they talking about you, but you don't know what they're saying. But you got to cut on your translator on your phone so you can see it. Girl, be like, what? Girl, they said my coins is big as hell. Girl, this motherfucker's talking about my bunions right here. Oh, hell no. See, then you know that before your ass go up there and tip them after they've been talking shit about you, okay? But let's get into this right here, because I was just like, oh, my God.
Like I said, my intention wasn't to get her fired, was to check her, to watch what you say, because you never know who will understand you. So you see me as a Black person, but you don't know my roots. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why I'm trying to wake her up to, man, you never know who will understand you, because there's a bunch of us Afro-Latinos que habla español. Y como yo parle français, I speak French and Spanish. So,
did you ever expect the video to blow up the way it did?
No, I did not. And, I didn't video it. Like I'm telling people, I didn't video to get the girl fired. What happened was I was in the store, Family Dollar, and I was buying a few things and some soap and stuff like that. Now, the one lady, she was on the aisle with me. She knew I spoke Spanish because I had my phone on speaker and I was talking to a customer in Spanish. So she knew I spoke Spanish. The girl behind the counter, she probably didn't. So as I was going through the line, the lady in front of me, she had a little girl, and her little girl had some little tennis, and they were Black. So she asked the girl behind the counter, what about the white tennis? She said, no, the white tennis, they were speaking Spanish. She said, the white tennis for boys. Like I said, my attention wasn't to get her fired, was to check her, to watch what you say, because you never know who understand you. So you see me as a black person, but you don't know my roots. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm trying to wake her up to, man, you never know who understand you. Because there's a bunch of us Afro-Latinos que habla español. Y como yo parle français, I speak French and Spanish. So
did you ever expect the video to blow up the way it did?
No, I did not. And, you know, I didn't video it. Like I'm telling people, I didn't video to get the girl fired. What happened was I was in the store, Family Dollar, and I was buying a few things and some soap and stuff like that. Now, the one lady, she was on the aisle with me. She knew I spoke Spanish because I had my phone on speaker and I was talking to a customer in Spanish. So she knew I spoke Spanish. The girl behind the counter, she probably didn't. So as I was going through the line, the lady in front of me, she had a little girl, and her little girl had some little tennis, and they were black. So she asked the girl behind the counter, what about the white tennis? She said, no, the white tennis, they were speaking Spanish. She said, the white tennis for boys. Like I said, my attention wasn't to.
So y'all see that? So he was like, look, they ain't know I spoke that shit too. They got in there talking that mess, and he was like, hold up. So I had to tell the person on the phone, hold up. I didn't know these niggas ain't up in here doing that. Nah. Okay. I know you ain't in here doing that. So he said he speaks fluently several languages, okay? French and Spanish, all right? So when they got to talking that bullshit, he was like, hold up. So he actually, of course, you guys see he's at Fox 26 Houston News, child, and he don't let the people know. So now somebody got fired behind that particular altercation, well, verbal altercation, okay, where they were saying something out of line to him as a customer. Why do people always think black people steal as soon as they come in the store? I mean, that is some racist bullshit. If I go somewhere and I feel like I'm not wanted, I'm not spending my money there. I'm sorry. Never, ever. Okay. I understand some Spanish and shit too. I took Spanish in school. I sure did. And I know some Spanish. Am I fluent? Not fluent, but I know enough to understand what the fuck you saying if you saying it in Spanish. Okay. But yeah, when I go to these other places, baby, cut on your translator on your phone and it'll tell you every damn thing they saying. And you be sitting there like, what? Wonder why you ain't getting no tip, nigga, while you working on my feet. Okay, you charging me $45. When I sign that receipt, bitch, it's still $45. No, you do not get a tip. All right. The next tip is, bitch, watch your mouth. That's your tip. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. So, confrontation at Houston Family Dollar goes viral on TikTok. An alleged offensive conversation by a Family Dollar employee has gone viral on social media, leading to consequences for the employee, which they got fired. Now, Fox 26's Jonathan Mayer spoke to the customer seen confronting the employee in a viral TikTok. So it's all over the internet. That's why you got to watch yourself and watch your mouth, okay? Because you don't know. Just because you see a black person walking in there, they may be very much so well-versed in several languages, and they can speak that shit you're speaking to and understand what you're saying, okay? When I go get my hair braided over there with my African style, they be talking, my phone be right there. I'm like, okay, yep. Yeah, they ain't about me yet. It ain't about me yet. Not yet, real. They ain't talking about you yet, real. All right, let me keep going and braid some of that shit. Don't on that shit. Okay, yeah, nope, not me yet. Not yet. All right, I'll be on that. Okay, you doing my feet? Okay, Manhan and you, Lil Juan, y'all doing my damn feet? All right, you cut my shit off. They be talking that shit. Okay, let me see. Oh, hell no. You see, you got to be on that. And when your hand go like that, that means you about to set it off. That's that set it off stance. So when I see that shit on my phone, this bitch feet is fucked up, which mine ain't because I go every 2 weeks. But this bitch feet is fucked up. That baby toenail look like that bitch need to be cut off. You know, some shit like that. Then that's when you got to set it off. You're like, okay. All right, cállate la boca, bitch, because we speak some of that shit too. That means shut the fuck up, okay? In so many words. All right, and you know, black people, we make up our own Spanish anyway. Everything is L whatever you say when you're speaking Spanish and you don't know the correct word. When you say I'm gonna beat some L assholes up in here, you always got to put L in it to make it sound like y'all ass speaking Spanish. I know y'all do that. I do it too. If you don't know the correct term in another language, you always put L in front of it. Do you want your L asshole beat up in here? Okay, like L asshole. Yeah, bitch. Okay, you know what I'm saying. L asshole. Yes. Okay. You better be like L hell no, okay? Because we'll set this bitch off, LL. We'll set this bitch off, okay? L awful, okay? That's what we're going to do it here. Set it L awful. All right, get into it. Moving on, girl. This clown right here, I don't know. Shamar, maybe you should be on medication. I don't know what school you went to, if you even went to school at all. Some of the stuff he say be funny as hell, and I just be looking at him like, Like, did you really just say that? Let's get into it. Any fake Spanish speakers in the building? Let me know. Because y'all, black people, we be on some fake shit. Y'all be talking to them damn Spanish people like y'all really know what y'all saying. They be looking like, yeah, no, that's not how you say that shit. But all right, can we get some shrimp fried rice with no onions? Okay, they be like, yeah, that's not how you say that. Okay. All right, let's go. So Shamar, child, Shamar is out here on being Shamar. Shamar is out here Shamaring. Let's say it that way. Okay, let's get into this, y'all, because I need a little laugh in the gag right quick.
How did it even crash into the Russian plane? And it was the American airline with the Russian people on there.
Child.
Russian people was coming for somewhere. I don't know where, but for somewhere. And they was flying the American airline. It was 60 people on the American airline. And then a military helicopter, black cop, really crashed right into the American airline plane. Are you kidding me right now?
Oh, you kidding me right now?
We need to know, and we need to find out answer who was on that plane, because if I'm not mistaken, it probably was the people that was from Russia. Because you know they had until, they had, how did it even crash into the Russian plane? And it was the American airline.
You could just say American airline. You don't have to put the in front of it, okay? Like, we know what you're talking about. The American. No, you just say American airline. You're doing too much, okay?
With the Russian people on there. Russian people was coming for somewhere.
Obviously, they were coming from somewhere. Obviously, yeah.
I don't know where, but for somewhere. And they was flying the American airline. It was 60 people on the American airline. And then a military helicopter.
Military. So the D is the T is silent and the D we can hear. The military, girl. It's the military.
Black cop really crashed right into the American airline plane.
Yo.
Are you kidding me right now? We need to know, and we need to find out answer.
We need to know, and we need to find out is kind of sort of the same thing, but go on.
Who was on that plane? Because if I'm not mistaken, it probably was the people that was from Russia. Because you know they had until, they had, how did it?
I can't. Why do it? Shamar always think he sounds so educated, but be sounding crazy. Like the video I saw where he said, YouTube don't pay you every month. They pay you once a month. I was like, that's kind of the same thing, right? They don't pay you every month. He was all into, they don't pay you every month. They pay you once a month. I was like, this boy needs some help. I cannot. Who told him he could be on here trying to tell somebody that, like, why are you trying to get into politics? Okay. Like, you can't even count money. I need you to just sit the fuck down. Like, seriously, Alvo said you don't know how to count money. Okay. So you definitely shouldn't be speaking no politics. Okay, leave that care. I got it. Let me do it. Okay, let me do it. Yeah, no. All right, we good. We good. YouTube do that. YouTube do not pay every month. They pay once a month. I was like, oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, we put a check mark right there. Gotcha. All right, now, nigga. Boy, you need a helmet on for real. Sleep with it on, get up with it on, brush your teeth with it on. Like, nigga, get in there between them bars, brush your teeth with the helmet on, and put that chin strap on too. All right, yeah, for extra support. Moving on, okay. I ain't never seen somebody need a helmet on 24 hours a day, girl. 7 days a week, girl. 365, and if it's a leap year, bitch, 366, keep that bitch on. All right, moving on to Angie Stone's son, because he speaks on fake ass people, okay? How they're doing, how they did his mama. And now that she ain't no longer here, they don't give no fucks about no Angie. They were just only doing it for the clout, girl. Okay. Now, y'all know we lost Angie Stone here a few weeks ago. I'm still feeling a little nostalgic about it. I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it. That people were saying rest in peace to Angie Stone. I was like, yo, this is some crazy shit. All right. The way that she went, a lot of people saying that they felt like it was something industry connected after she did her video calling out Clive Davis and Universal and all these other people child that owe her all this damn money. Tyler Perry got up there and aired their asses out, and some people felt a way about it. The people was like, look, this might be some inside shit, because they're saying that she passed away in the hospital and not at the scene of the crime. Listen, so yeah, I don't know, but her son is definitely speaking up on how he feels about how people are being fake asses in this industry who pretend to be her friend, and now they don't give a fuck now that she's gone. All right, let's get into it, and rest in peace to Angie Stone, girl, because we miss you.
I'm just, motherfuckers around, like fake ass friends, family, like just bullshit people, was taking this moment for an attention moment, I seen it. We all seen it. Your actions were on full display. Full display. But no more. Y'all folks do not get to use. You don't get to take advantage. You don't get to abuse my mother's kindness. My heart no more. Shit is done. So I hope y'all got your shit off the last 2 weeks. I'm just, motherfuckers around, like fake ass friends, family, like just bullshit people,
He's calling out family and friends, saying that people are fake. People have been fake, especially like at her funeral, people showing up acting like they've been there all the time. They really wasn't there for her during her, the time that she really needed them. She was, going through some money issues or whatever. Tyler Perry stepped up, as you guys know, and paid for her funeral. Both of them, I'm hearing. He paid for both of the funerals. Well, he already said it, shit. He already put it out there. Why should I have to pay for her funeral when she's been in the business over 30-something years? He did say that, because I remember watching the damn video. That's a shame. This woman been in the industry, like I said the other day, for 30-something years and still out here bleeding the block, going from show to show to show. That's some stuff that you do when you're trying to get your career off the ground. She should be able to do a show when she want to and not feel like she got to get up, get dressed, pack a bag, get in her damn Sprinter van and go do a show here, a show there, in order to keep her money where it needs to be so that she can live a certain lifestyle when the industry is sitting on her bag. Like, I don't like that. That's some effed up stuff. And thanks Tyler Perry for calling it out, because that's what's going on. But right here, this is her son Michael, and he's like, look, there's some fake ass people out here, because when my mama needed y'all the most, y'all weren't there, but y'all showed up to the funeral giving all these words and encouragement and all that, when y'all didn't give no fucks about what was going on with my mama. Like, y'all didn't care. Y'all didn't offer a dime. Not that it's anybody's responsibility to take care of her, because she's a grown woman. But if you're a friend, it's a nice thing to do. If you know the woman is struggling, if you're a real friend, you're gonna call and know what she's going through anyway. Okay, my real friends got my number. If you don't got my number, and I know you're not supposed to say don't got, but if you don't have my number, then 9 times out of 10, you probably not that close to me, because very few people got my number. But anyway, and there's certain ways that you can reach people in social media. Okay, send her a DM, say, hey girl, I'm just thinking about you, I'm praying for you, hope everything is going well for you, do you need anything, how you doing, whatever. Connect with that person and let them know that you care. He's saying, hey, that's not what was going on. All these industry friends just running around here now saying, oh, Angie, my girl. Oh, Angie, girl, that's my girl. I ain't heard from them in years, but as soon as something happened to her, hear everybody coming out of the woodwork like, oh, that's my girl, Angie. Oh my God, I feel so bad she ain't here no more. That's effed up what happened to her. Oh my God, on that. He was like, yeah, y'all some fake ass people. So yeah, I see it. I see it. Shout out to you, Angie Stone. Rest in peace. Prayers to her children, because they're still dealing with this. It's still fresh. They just put her in the ground, honey. What, the 14th of March and the 15th, because they had 2 funerals, honey. I was there, and that's when I got saved again. I told y'all at her funerals, girl, because all that good singing and preaching. I said, oh Lord, I give my life back to you again, Lord. What is this time number? What, 16 or so? It don't matter, honey. The Lord will keep taking you back. But anyway, girl, let's move on with our show today. Steve Harvey, honey. Steve Harvey's out here on the petty bullshit. All right, let's get on to him, child. I'm sick of him and his damn 867 teeths. I'm tired of him already, and we ain't even talked about him. Child. So Steve Harvey, honey, says that he sent a TV every year to the damn teacher who said that he would never be on TV. You got to be a special kind of person to even be still thinking about this shit after you've made it. Like you made it. You on TV. Why do you need to send a fucking TV every year? Like that is at some point it's harassment. Okay. Like every single year I come to my door and it's a new fucking TV from Steve Harvey. Like at some point it's harassment. Like get over it. Okay. I said you probably never be shit because at the time you were acting like you want shit. Now, if you made it, great for you. Like nigga, I see you on TV. I don't need you to send me a TV every damn year to prove something. And maybe if you still feel away from when you were a child and you still mad from when you were a child that somebody said some shit to you, and you got to still keep acting out and trying to prove something to them and punish them for something they said to you as a child, you might want to get a little bit of therapy in there so that you can move on with your life. Like it's literally okay to move on. It is. This is crazy. But y'all can put in the comments what y'all think. All right, so it says that, shout out to Spectacular, because that's what we're watching. It says that when Steve Harvey was a kid, his teacher laughed at his dream of being on TV, telling him to choose something realistic, okay? Says that, but instead of letting those words break him, he held onto his vision and worked relentlessly to prove her wrong. Says that from struggling as a young comedian to becoming one of the most recognized faces on television, he turned doubt into fuel for success. Says it, and when he made it, he didn't just celebrate, he sent that same teacher a brand new TV every year as a reminder of what she once said. That's some petty shit. Says that it wasn't about revenge, it was about proving that belief beats doubt every time. Says that because when someone tells you that you can't do something, the best response is to go out and do it anyway. Now that part I agree with. Okay, because people are going to always doubt you, say, oh, yeah, you're never going to do nothing. Oh, yeah, you're never going to do. Okay, yeah, the best success, honey, is to show somebody, the best revenge is to show somebody what you can do. Okay, you got a lot of people out here saying they're doing shit, they ain't doing it. But when you see somebody doing it, you be like, oh, okay, I see you, girl, I see you. Because that's how black people compliment you anyway. They don't be like, oh, girl, you doing a good job. Black people be like, I see you. But they ain't going to ever be like, girl, oh, you doing the damn thing. Girl, you doing something good out here. Congratulations, girl. Oh, girl, you out here, really out here moving and shaking. Black people, the way we compliment one another is, I see you. Y'all know we do that. And that's some effed up stuff. Like, I see you. Never, oh, girl, listen. Girl, listen. I don't know how you did it, but I just want to be the one to tell you, girl, you are out here doing the damn thing. And I want to tell you, I'm proud of you. I want to let you know, girl, that you are the shit out here. You are really moving and shaking and making a difference out here. Black people, we don't never go into it like that. It just be the girl, I see you. Girl, I see. Yeah, I see you. It be that. But Steve Harvey's like, yeah, I'm gonna send this bitch a TV every year to remind her. Like, yeah, you told me I'd never make it. Look at me. Okay, look at me. I'm on TV right now. Okay, I'm over here at the pageant. Y'all remember he was over there reading the little cue cards at the pageant and couldn't read real good. Okay, maybe that was the teacher that said you weren't gonna make it. Was you was over there fucking up the cue cards and stuff over there at the pageant, trying to Miss America pageant, where he was over there sounding out words and stuff. I was highly embarrassed by that. But yeah, but you over there on the shows and whatnot. You married to Marjorie Harvey, who really don't give much of a fuck about you. She's just trying to get your money. I ain't say it, but I said it. Yeah, all of that. So a lot of people say that Steve Harvey is a hot damn mess in the way he treats his employees, that you can't look at him. If he passing through the hallway, you got to turn and look at the wall. I've heard several people say that. Okay. Now he just has this God complex. He has this ego now that he's made it, that he's just, I'm Steve Harvey, I'm the mustache man. I'm, you can't look at me when I walk past you. You got to look away from me because, oh my God, I'm that shit. I'm that dude, him and his damn Pepto-Bismol suit out here, girl. Like that's what he gives, the energy he gives. I don't like people like that. Like, I got to look the other way when you walk by. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? Like, nigga, you weren't even funny on Kings of Comedy. You were not. Everybody else was funny, not you. Don't forget that, okay? And not that I'm trying to beat him down, but Steve Harvey irks the shit out of me because he really thinks more of himself than he really is, all right? Focus on rebuilding your relationship with your children while you let your wife, your now wife, okay, Marjorie, we're going to call her that. Marjorie come in there and divide you from your children who have been reaching out to you for quite some time now to rebuild their relationship with their father. And you can't do that because of hating ass, greedy ass biatch that you married, okay? I don't give a fuck if she do got light, beautiful brown eyes or gray eyes, hazel eyes, whatever the shit is. I don't give a damn about Marjorie. But what I do care about is fixing your relationship with your damn kids and stop thinking too much of yourself and thinking nobody can look at your ass when you walk by, because you what? just like everybody else. Moving on, child. Little read down for Steve. All right. You still in the black community, but nigga do right while you there. All right. Moving on. So Basketball Wives, for those of you that care, Basketball Wives is returning on Cinco de Mayo, which is May 5th. Let's get into it. All right, we're going to get into who's going to be on there. We're going to get into all of that. All right, Shani and her almost saved ass is going to be making some appearances as well. You know, she a fake first lady now, child, okay? She going to cuss you out today, girl, and she going to shout on Sunday. That's what she going to do, because that's what fake first ladies do. Yeah, so no shade but shade, girls. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. Basketball Wives Season 12 cast revealed, all right? And they're set to premiere on May the 5th. Let's get into it, all right? Yes, girl, they didn't put this thing down here out front on the floor. They could have put her ass in the back. Oh, problematic ass. But let's continue. All right. So as you guys can see, Shani, what the hell going on with your face right here? I ain't feeling that picture. Maybe your lace front is pulled down too much. I don't know. This picture right here is giving me no. Of course, you know that's Shani child, Evelyn Lazada girl. Okay. Oh Lord. Shani girl, no. All right, so Jackie Christie, child, and this thing right here who about to go to prison with that felonious ass husband her ass is married to. Let's move on, girl. Brandon Max here, the one that said, Shani, you are a bitch. And she said, you are fired. Your services are no longer needed. Okay, she's back on the show, girl. She is back. I love her. Okay, Brittany Renner, child, she is here because she, she's Islamic now, girl. She was a thought back then, girl, but she's Islamic now. Okay, she is on the bean pie stuff now. So we take you, girl. So she is gonna be on this show too. Who else, girl? So y'all know, your girl right here. She is dating. What's the girl name? Ty Young, honey. This is Ty Young, basketball player, Tiger. She is on this girl. She did on the flick of the wrist right there. She's that. So she is dating, what's the child name? Ming Lee. So Ming Lee is on the show. So she is going to be a part of Ming Lee's storyline, okay? I ain't never seen Ty all dressed up like this. I'm used to seeing her in the baseball cap, kind of dressed like a boy or whatever. She got on a little makeup or whatever. Look at Ty over here, girl. I never seen you look so feminine and whatnot. And I like Ty Young because she is cool like that, all right? And she hoop like that. And I think she is coaching of a girls basketball team now. So she's out here doing the damn thing, okay? So she is moving and shaking and whatnot. All right, so who is this child right here? This is like Jackie Christie's daughter. Yep, Chantel Christie. I knew it. Chantel Christie, girl. That is her. So she's going to be on here with her mama to give her a storyline because she ain't got shit else to talk about. Anywho, because y'all know that her and Doug Christie child almost got divorced, but Jack was trying to be suing him for $300 million and she didn't get shit. So she had to go back and be good friends and married to Doug Christie child and have another wedding every fucking year like they always do. And sit back and be happy about it. All right, moving on. Shout out to Chantel Christie, girl. Thank you for coming back. Anywho, and anyway, child, who is this child here? Oh, Jesus, mean. Girl, what happened to your face over here, child? I don't want to be talking about nobody. Now, your outfit is good, girl. Now, you good. You serving from the neck down, but girl, the neck up is giving, oh my God, what's going on, girl? Oh, Lord, all these feathers, girl. Move your arm like that so we can't see it. What is going on, girl? All these damn surgeries to your face, girl. Why they pull your face down and giving? Girl, it's giving horse face. That's giving that. And I don't want to be talking about nobody like that. But girl, it's giving a little horsey. It's getting kind of right here. And your cheek and do I want to go there? Yeah, I do. And the cheek and chin region, girl, it's giving horse. I don't know why they pull your face down like that. Why they pull your face that long like that, girl? I don't know. But anyway, so this is who is dating Ty Young or whatever. So Ty like these long-faced girls out here. But anyway, girl, so she on the show or whatever. So we're going to see what it gives. I'll be watching because, child, it's going to be what, it's going to be something to do. So who is this child here? Denise child. Denise, what's your last name, Denise? Because I don't really know you like that. All right. Maybe because it's not important, girl. So Denise child, whoever the fuck she is, she gonna be on here too. All right, another Becky out here chasing a basketball player who probably don't give a fuck about her, because that's usually what these girls be on when they be on these damn shows. There's a bunch of niggas out here running around with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 bitches. All right, and I know I skipped 9. But anyway, girl. So yeah, so she's another Becky out here chasing a ball player who ain't thinking about her ass. So she on the show talking shit about him. And man, Denise Rian or Reen, whatever her name is, child, whoever. Yeah. So she's Alonzo Ball's ex, CCX. That's what I mean. You nobody, girl. Your ex, you thought your ex was going to be your next, but he was like, girl, no, I'm good. So, yeah, you're going to be on the show, getting a little check, talking about a nigga who used to be your nigga and ain't your nigga no more, and got 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 bitches, and you mad. So that's your storyline, girl. Girl, we got 5 kids together, and he out here with all these bitches, and he don't pay child support, and I'm going to take this nigga to court, and that's what she going to be on. I already know. All right, my spidey senses. Hold on. Yep, that's what it is. Anyway, girl, so Basketball Wives. Let's go back. All right, Shawnee with her bad lace front having ass. Oh God. Shawnee is gonna be bad with the girls for season 12 of Basketball Wives Girl on May the 5th. So those of you that care, girl, go on over there and watch it. Okay. Yeah, that's it on that. Let's move on. Ooh, child. That took something out of me. All right, so another show that's coming out. Y'all know I try to keep you guys updated and well-versed on what's going on out here, child, in these streets. The new shows is coming out, child. Listen. So it's a new show coming out called Love Hotel, okay? So you're going to see some familiar faces on here. Giselle Bryant will be there with her annoying ass. Ashley Darby with her telling on everybody having ass going to be on there. All right. Luan D, what is that? Lesbi or whatever child from Real Housewives of New York. She going to be on there. So we got the Real Housewives of Potomac and Real Housewives of OC girls on there as well. Shannon Bador with her lying ass, with her drunk ass going to be on there as well. So let's get into that so you guys can see, just in case y'all might want to swing by there and watch a few episodes, okay? I might check it out just to see what it's about. I don't know. The promo kind of gives that it might be something, child. I don't know. So they trying to find a man because none of them can keep a man. Giselle, I don't know why you on there because you ain't going to keep no man anyway. All right. You couldn't keep Jamal. Okay. You thought you had him, but sure, he had about 5, 6, 7, 8 bitches too. But anyway, so you on here, girl. I thought you was dating that little young dude. We knew that was a lie. So you back on here fake dating again. But we'll give you a chance, child. All right. Anyway, let's go.
I'm going to date multiple people. This isn't some sex hotel. Is it?
Welcome to the Love Hotel. I will be your love concierge, and I'm checking in 4 real housewives whose love lives are more disaster movie than rom-com.
Please don't let it be about Tom.
You have a boyfriend and a wife.
He said 6 or 7 babies, mama. If it happened on your watch, nobody deserves to be cheated on.
But that's all about to change.
Please, Lord, give it somebody.
Gentlemen, come and meet the short lady.
Oh my goodness.
They're established, they're successful, they're all hung like bolo.
The men have come to the Love Hotel.
Waves of men will visit the Love Hotel, but the ladies decide who checks in.
Here, player, take my key.
And by the end of their stay, they won't be checking out alone.
I'm really working on my daddy issues.
Why Ashley like these old ass men? I had to stop it right here. Why Ashley always go for the granddaddy? Like, is that where all the money is? Like, damn, somebody help me out. Why Ashley always go for the old man that's got to take a pill for you get some, girl? Damn. You don't want a nigga out here with a 6-pack and a little money in the bank. Like, what is it, girl? With a little stamina? You want a tired ass, old ass nigga got to be laid back like this right here? Ashley like them old ass men. Damn, Ashley. Oh, let's continue, Jesus.
60 years old. I'm going to date multiple men, darn it.
Booty call.
Just a little hump. Did you kiss it yet? But it's not that good. Get your husband, girl.
Who would you like to take out on this one-on-one date?
Ralph, I'm being honest with you, Shannon. Yes, I'm going to take your man.
Is this a joke?
No one touched Luann because she's my girl.
No, I'm not. This is red flag, and red flag.
I'm not your ex.
Giselle, you are a red flag. Let's continue.
I'm not even close to your ex, okay?
Don't touch my girlfriend.
Okay.
I heard him screaming at me.
I think he's full of shit. I'd punch you.
You can't come in here and say that bullshit. You're beautiful. You deserve better.
Yeah, you look great.
It's time for you to make your final decision.
This is really, really hard for me.
I'm scared.
I'm honestly torn about who I would choose.
Make a mistake.
You just have to follow your heart.
Pack your bags and check in to Bravo's Love Hotel. April 27th on Bravo.
Somebody will watch. I don't know. I might check it out, y'all. I might set my DVR to see the shenanigans. I don't know. Because some of the people on here, I kind of, maybe see it for just like that much. So we'll see. That might be a watch. So that's a new show that's coming on April 27th called Love Hotel. If you guys are down for the Real Housewives of Potomac girls, Real Housewives of OC girls, Real Housewives of New York girls, get on over there, girl. All right. Moving on, girl. All right, so let's get into some things that we need to know. Y'all know we talk about food and the things that's in our food. We like to do some educating when it comes to that type of thing. We did that yesterday. We got some more stuff to talk about. Yesterday was meat glue. Today is some more bullshit. Some toxic chemicals being sprayed upon our food, girl, that can't be washed off. And we're eating that. And we wonder why, girl, all these damn mesothelioma damn commercials keep popping up. Did you eat grapes from Kroger? You may be entitled to some mesothelioma checks out here, girl. Press 1 to be connected to the next customer service agent. That's what it's giving, okay? But let's get into this, child, because I'm so tired of these people messing with our food, spraying shit on our foods, putting meat glue in our foods, and all the things, child, back there dropping our steaks on the floor and stomping them with their Timberlands on and putting the shit in the pack, and then y'all don't even be washing y'all meat, and you wonder why your damn eyeball about to fall out when you eat the shit. But let's get into this right here. Boom.
Hey, for anyone going to the grocery store. Yes, even natural health food stores. Next time you're in the produce aisle, please be on the lookout for this label. And whatever you do, do not go near it. Appeal, or Edappeal, is a World Economic Forum and Bill Gates funded product that is being sprayed on fruits and vegetables, which are on the verge of spoiling, so that they appear fresh and last longer. Even more frightening is the fact that Appeal has been approved for use on USDA organic produce under the name Organappeal. The main ingredient found in the Appeal coating is mono and diglycerides, which are extracted from grapeseed oil. This is then processed with the use of two solvents, which are ethyl acetate and heptane, both of which are hazardous chemicals known to seriously damage internal organs in the case of repeated exposure. This coating cannot be washed off. Additionally, the World Health Organization's International Agency for Research on Cancer, or IARC, recognized glycidol, another name for these same ingredients, as, quote, probably carcinogenic to humans. So why are they spraying this literal poison on our food? One thing is for certain. Appeal should be kept far, far away from our food supply. The ability of this $2 billion Bill Gates-backed startup to just quietly slip in to extend the life of food with absolutely zero proof of preserving any nutritional value should remind every American of the importance of eating organic, local, and chemical-free food. But if the evidence here isn't enough to convince you, take a look at what Appeal allegedly does to the food itself.
When she opens it and she breaks it in half, it gets very tough. Yeah. And doesn't really break. And when it pulls,
why the fuck is a banana snapping like that when you try to break it? Now, bananas don't supposed to do that when you try to cut them or pull them or break it. Y'all see that? It's like boom. It's like, no, banana should be like boom, not boom like that. Where you got to put some force. It's a fucking banana. Yo,
it's like it's glue.
Like it's not even breaking like at all. Like it. And I know you guys can't feel the texture, Avi, right? This is a video, but like, it literally feels fake.
Is it clear yet? The tyrannical globalists will stop at nothing to completely railroad anyone trying to live a wholesome, healthy life. They'll do anything to try and kill off the resistors who refuse to align with their dystopian, dismal future, where you'll be forced to eat bugs and own nothing and be happy. It's time to start growing your own food or buying food from your local farmer's market if you don't already. These megalomaniacs are on a mission to destroy all that is good in this life, and we absolutely cannot let them win. Hey, for anyone going.
That is wild, yo. Y'all already know anytime you're trying to eat healthy anyway, that's the most expensive stuff ever. Like getting salads and all that stuff is expensive as hell. If you're trying to eat clean, I know because I do it. That shit add up. Trying to get all, but then when you think about it, like, damn, they're spraying all this on there. On your food, like poison. So the FDA is approving all this bullshit. The FDA is approving damn bananas that you can't break. This shit is like rubbery. Like, what is going on? So this says always check. Shout out to Tom and Lauren Health, because I always look at this because I like to see updates and stuff on what's going on with food because I'm a foodie. So always check the label when purchasing fruits and vegetables. Look out for the Appeal. That's APEEL tag. Whatever you do, do not buy and or eat this. That's for anybody. If you go into the grocery store, you buy a lot of fruits and veggies from your grocery store, your local farmer's market too. Check there as well. If you see a label and or sticker on your fruits and vegetables that say APEEL, which is Appeal, do not buy, because this is what they're spraying, these toxic chemicals on your food. And that stuff is going into your body. And you wonder why later on you start having certain health issues. Then you don't know why. Oh, why am I sick? Why am I, why this? Why that? Why am I having all these health issues? Why I got to take this? All this stuff is coming up, cancer and stuff like that. That cannot be healthy. So why is the FDA allowing these things to be sprayed on our food that we have to consume? That's crazy. Y'all, this is why I keep saying it. I'm not even an outdoorsy person, but I keep saying I am even considering, because I got enough yard space in my backyard, honey, to get me a small garden and plant the things that I love. Because I like clean eating tomatoes and stuff like that. I love stuff like that. So yeah, I can go ahead and plant me a little shit back there and get on back there and do what I need to do, versus going to the store and buying shit with all these toxic chemicals sprayed up on it, and you don't know what it is, and you eating the shit and consuming it, and the next thing you know, mesothelioma for your ass. And I'm just using that because y'all know that's what they always say. This is dangerous. Oh my God. So yeah, y'all know we like to talk about that and educate you guys. If you see for those of you that like to eat like, bananas and all that, if you see that tag on it that says appeal, that's APEEL, do not purchase, okay? Because it is dangerous. Toxic chemicals sprayed upon your food. All right, moving on. Lord. All right, so Will Smith, honey, what time is it? Will Smith, child, is asking, child, that the Oscars, please, honey, lift that ban, that 10-year ban that they put on his ass when he slapped the hell out of Chris Rock, okay? Y'all remember that whole slap. We're going to look at it again here in a second. But Will Smith sits down to do an interview, and they said that Will Smith dodges questions about the 10-year Oscar ban. He says that I am looking to be the best human that I can possibly be. Of course, after you done slap the hell out of somebody, of course, now you got all that aggression out. Of course, you can be the best you can be since you done slapped the hell out of Chris Rock over there. His ass he couldn't even read off the cue card good after that slap. I was like, well, damn. I felt that shit. I was like, damn, why my face over here stinging? But, I think a lot of people thought that whole slap situation was like a skit, but then you started to realize that, yeah, this ain't a skit. This nigga got slapped for real out here. That shit was crazy. But so let's get into what he had to say. All right.
The ban and everything. Are you looking to appeal, or are you just looking to ride everything out and just continue to do you?
I am looking to be the best human I can possibly be, and I'm going to take what I get with that.
The ban and everything. Are you looking to appeal, or are you just looking?
All right, so you say that they say
just to ride everything out and just
is he looking to appeal the 10-year ban? You can't, because you literally was on camera, nigga, like back here with it. Foul, okay? You slapped the hell out of his ass. You slapped him back to his childhood. He was in he didn't even know what the hell to do. All right, so it said that Will Smith said he may want a seat at the Oscars, but he surely is not ready to speak about it. Said that the actor meticulously, we went to school, girl, dodged a question about whether or not he was appealing the 10-year ban after slapping Chris Rock. I'm so tired of hearing about this slap, though. Says the sources previously stated that he was trying to get it lifted, though Will is playing coy. So he wanted him to lift it. He wanted to be at the Oscars. Y'all know he's in a lot of movies. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He had the Bad Boys movie and all that. He can't go there and get no awards because his ass was acting out of order, okay? He can't be out here slapping folk and threatening people. Keep my name out your motherfucking mouth. He was on that with Chris Rock. I was like, nigga, you at the Oscars. That's not how you act at the Oscars. People already think niggas are ratchet and ghetto anyway. You get your ass up there and slap somebody and then start yelling out all out of turn on camera. Like, no. Child. All right. So y'all see here, shout out to the Jasmine brand. Will Smith wants the Oscars to lift his 10-year ban over the Chris Rock slap. All right. So let's get into the slap, shall we? For those of you that never ever saw it, we're going to play it again. And I'm tired of looking at shit. But let's watch it.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Wow, dude. Yeah. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. Jane のジョークだったんです。
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
テレビ史上最高の場面でしょうか。
So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar.
See how you get slapped so hard? This nigga somebody he here to give a documentary out. The nigga couldn't even. I'm sorry, y'all. You're here to give an Oscar out. The nigga talking about here to give a documentary out. He done got slapped so damn hard, he didn't even know what he was there for. Damn. He was on the Funky Dineva bullshit. You don't reach like this and slap his ass behind the ear on your ass. Bow. Shit, nigga, like you didn't even know where you were and what you was up there to do. We're here to give out a documentary. Oh shit, no, we're here to give out an Oscar. He was on that shit. Like, nigga, bring it in. Why you put your face up like this though? Okay, you know when you're talking some shit, Why you do your face like this when you know your ass gonna get slapped? Okay, you supposed to go this way with it, not this way. I've never seen nobody that want to be slapped so bad. Like, why are you here with it when you should have been here with it? Okay, if a nigga trying to slap you, I need you to be like this, putting your hand up, and you ain't even trying to block it. You just yeah, right here, right here. A little to the left though, right here. No, don't hit my ear, nigga. But okay, over here, closer to the cheekbone, right here, like hit right here. That's how you were. This nigga leaned in. Why are you here? Do you not see this man walking? What you thought he was getting ready to whisper in your ear? Like, why are you here? Nigga, you don't even talk about his wife when he walk up to you. You supposed to be getting your stance together, like, for you ready for whatever. You want this shit here. Maybe karate or something, or maybe crazy or something. Shit, I don't know. Karate or crazy. I don't know. But not this shit. What is that? Nigga. That's why your face still stinging now. This nigga still talking about this slap. How long ago this been? About 3-4 years now? You still feeling that shit. He's still mad. Your brother still doing stand-up comedy. Talking, yeah, you know, Will Smith slapped my brother, whatever. He need to slap your ass. And not that I promote violence all the time, but damn, could y'all get over this slap for real? That's what you don't do. So, guess what? Yeah, when you were saying something about Jada, like, probably don't do that no more. You thought he was going to be on that? No, nigga, he was on this, behind the ear. Bow, okay? Nigga slapped your ass back to kindergarten. So, yeah, we're here to give out a documentary. Like, no. All right. Yeah. His face is still stinging. I feel that. I tell you, I felt that shit. I was like, oh, damn. Oh, rub my shit. Damn. Oh, God. All right. So let's move on. Let's move on, girl. Baby, you know you've been slapped when somebody else feel that shit and they ain't even get hit. You're like, oh, God. Damn, my face hurt. Girl. Nigga slap the taste all out your mouth. You like, shit, I don't even know what I was just eating. Nigga like, wow, what was I just eating? Was it a stick of gum? I don't know. What was it? Was it a sandwich? Was it gum? I don't know. He slapped my hand so hard, I don't even know what the fuck I was eating. But yeah, girl, slap the taste all the way out your mouth. Damn. Please don't be out there doing that, y'all, okay? If somebody walking up to you aggressively, don't put your face up there and help them out. Don't help them slap the shit out of you, okay? Block that shit. Huh? You on that? Karate or crazy, okay? Let me help y'all in here, okay? Karate or crazy, all right? One of them, shit. Karate or crazy. Oh, girl, not this shit here. Like, is this close enough? This close enough right here? Oh, no. Get a little closer? Okay. He was on that shit like, bro. Take it back. All right, let's move on, honey. Kandi, girl. Kandi is trying to be out here doing some good stuff, even though all her shit getting shut down. She getting sued left and right. Lord, I done showed y'all the court documents last night. Girl, with her OLG child restaurant, they done threw her and that old stale ass chicken out, girl. Yes, girl. And then Blaze restaurant child, they over there suing her over there. But she said, wait a minute, girl. I still got some more in me. I got some more good in me, girl. I'm over here down here. Me and Lil Todd, girl. We got to call him Lil Todd because he is a little girl. If you ever seen Todd in person, Todd is like this tall, okay? Todd is like, that tall. All right. So, So she's like, girl, I'm over here doing good things on Broadway or whatever, all right? I ain't shit over here in the restaurant industry, but girl over here on this stage, girl, listen. So she is over here at the star-studded Othello, girl, where she's breaking records at the box office, girl. Now, she ain't breaking no records over there at the restaurant, but over here, girl, all right? Billy Goat Throat Kandi, girl, her. Yeah, highest weekly gross, girl, for a Broadway play. Oh, Lord. Get into it, honey. I love it. So produced by Lil Tar, girl. And Kandi Burris. Y'all see that? And look who's over there in the corner. Yes, girl. Jake Gyllenhaal with his foreign. I don't even like the white men like that. But Jake Gyllenhaal, you is kind of giving what it needs to be given in here. All right. I don't know. I might have to swerve the block if a girl was single. I don't know. I might get on it. I don't even do white boys. But Jake Gyllenhaal, he's giving me something with this low haircut and whatnot. He's giving, you trying to be a brother, but you ain't a brother. It's that. And Denzel looking real Denzel. Okay, I like him with the low cut out here. He's giving, girl. Yes, honey. Denzel's still fine. How old is he? Like in his 70s? He might can get it too if I was single. Yeah, I might get on that. I don't even do the old men like that because I don't like to wait for y'all people to kick in and whatever. But it's giving that you doing something out here, Denzel. And he is still, y'all know he's an ordained minister now, too. I like that about Denzel, okay? Ain't nothing like giving your life to the Lord, honey, after you done went out here and cussed everybody out and pow-powed everybody in every movie out here, girl. He's saved out here. So I love it, girl. Going through there and be on your Rambo shit and be like, hallelujah. That's Denzel, okay? He was Rambo, girl, but now he's into hallelujah. I like that. Okay, a good saved viral man out here. But Kandi girl, Her. That's Kandi girl. Out here is doing he's doing the Lord work out here on Broadway. Okay. Yeah, let's get into it, girl. I love it. So that's them, girl. Look at this, Denzel doing what he do, girl. That eye contact. See? Stare a nigga down, let him know, yes, this is me, honey. This is how I act out here. Okay. Yes, girl. It says stop, Carol. Y'all know I'm in the character now. Leave me alone. I'm trying to do my work over here. All right, so they acting, girl. They acting. Oh, I love him in uniform. Denzel look good in this army uniform fatigue, girl. Yes, come on. Yes, honey. All right. Oh, girl. Yes. That's that aggressive shit. I like that. Okay. Put your hand right here. Oh, yeah, I like that aggression. I'm feeling that. Be aggressive with me, honey. I love that. Put your hand on my chest or whatever. All right. Oh, see, when you standing on this stance right here, this means you thinking like I'm about to fuck somebody up. The nigga about to make me, the nigga about to push me. See, you put your hand on the wall like this and you thinking real hard. That's that, nigga about to push me to set a motherfucker off in here like, he don't know who the fuck I am. That's that stance. All right. When you got to put your hand on the wall and you're looking down like that and you're thinking real hard, that means you're about to fuck something up. That's what that means. All right. So y'all know how Denzel be doing out here. All right. Let's move on. Oh, girl, that's a fight scene. See, I told you. He went from here with it to right there with it. Didn't I tell y'all? That means we're about to set it off. Now look at him over here fighting. All right, that's fake fighting because they acting. But yeah, shout out to them. So they said with stars, shout out to the Black Label girl. Denzel is fine out here. Y'all know he is. Still fine. All right. So with stars like Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal, girl, maybe it's no wonder that Othello just became the highest grossing Broadway play ever, girl, pulling in $2.7 million in a single week. Come on, Lord. Now, Washington, honey, Denzel Washington to be exact, said that it's the most excited that I've been in this century, girl. Oh, Lord. Said that seriously, says I haven't been this excited about anything that I've done as I'm about this, about this here show here. But says that that's something that's saying something coming from Denzel Washington, girl. Says that known for roles in films like Glory, honey. Y'all remember Glory was a good movie. Training Day, yup. Says that both of which won him Oscars. Okay, yes, girl. Says that he's been called the greatest actor of the 21st century and is. Now, y'all know he also said that he does not have to go and audition for movies anymore. They just give them to him. He don't have to stand in line and be like, yeah, I'm Denzel. Tell him Denzel is here. Yeah, I'm here to audition for this role. Baby. He go to the front of the line and they be like, you already got the role. Come on back. That's how he is. Okay, that's when you put your time in out here and you prove yourself. You ain't got to be out here in no damn audition. He just get the role. So shout out to him for that. All right, so I said, but be careful, honey, before you call him a Hollywood actor. Okay, yeah. Says that what's the best definition of a Hollywood actor? He says, myself, I'm from Mount Vernon, honey. Like, recognize nigga Mount Vernon in the house. So I am a Mount Vernon actor. Come on here. All right, let him know, Denzel. Says that I don't know what Hollywood mean. Okay, because I done gave my life to the Lord. I ain't Hollywood. I'm saved over here. That's what he's telling him. Okay. I added that part. So says somebody who's famous on film, says that a film actor, great success on film. All right. Says that I'm a stage actor who does film. It's not the other way around. Washington says I did stage first. I learned how to act on stage, not on film. Let them know. Says that movies are a filmmaker's medium. Says that you shoot it and then you're gone and they get together and add music to it and do all of that. Okay. Says that theater is an actor's medium. Says that the curtain goes up. Nobody can help you. All right. I know that shit right. All right. You out there on your own, honey. Says that Othello is the Tony winner's 6th Broadway show. Said he plays the title character Othello, the military commander, stirred into a unaliverous rage after his ensign, Lago, convinces him that his wife, whatever that thing is, child, has been unfaithful. Said that Jake Gyllenhaal plays the deceitful Lago, whatever, who seeks revenge on his longtime comrade and commander because he was passed over for promotion. See how you act over promotion, girl? Set it off. I know that's right. So Shakespeare wrote Othello around 1604, but this production sets to play in the near future, adding modern themes like soldiers suffering from PTSD. All right, so that's sound like they might be good. Anything that Denzel is in, you know, it's going to be all of that. All right. So we might have to check that out. All right. For those of you that like plays or whatever, and you're tired of the Tyler Perry plays, get on over there, child, and check out this play where Kandi and Lil Todd has produced it. Okay. So they got their hands in that. They ain't doing shit over there at the restaurant, but they own this right here. Okay. No shade but shade. Moving on, honey. Thank you, Kandi and Lil Todd. All right. And every man wants a woman. Yeah, girl. All right, moving on, honey. Yes, honey. I had to get that Billy Goat out my throat when I was thinking about Kandi, girl, because that Billy Goat was trying to stay up in there. I had to get it out, honey. The spirit of Billy Goat was trying to be on me. And I said, oh, hell no. All right, so moving on to Oprah, honey, getting called up in a in a lawsuit, girl. See, Russell Simmons hiding his ass off up over there in another country, and he done pulled Oprah in a damn lawsuit with him. See, Oprah just going up there with Gail to Mars. Shit, just going up there with Gail. This is confirmation right here. Gail getting ready to go to Mars, girl. Take your ass on up there with Gail. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. See, niggas like this that run his ass over to Bali after he done R-worded several women allegedly, and then he want to be like, yeah, and Oprah knew about it. Oprah was there, girl. Oprah was laying right there when I did it. He on that shit, but you over there hiding out in Bali, over there sitting Indian style, telling lies and whatnot. Yes, your ass is. So anywho and anyway, yeah, the nigga sitting over there, the nigga over there snitching his ass off, sitting Indian style, okay, getting Oprah and everybody else tied up in his bullshit. Oprah like, how I get in this? How I catch a stray in this bullshit? Okay, nigga sitting over there on this shit here. Yeah, and I want to tell y'all about Oprah. At one time when I all-worded that homegirl, you know, Oprah was right there laying across the bed when I did the shit, you know. I was getting ready to go down on old girl, and Oprah was like, yeah, girl, eat that shit up. You know, Oprah's right there. So I just want to let y'all know Oprah was in on it. Tyler Perry was probably there too. Yeah, you know, yeah. Hold on. You know that shit over there. Sit your ass down. Sit there Indian style lying and whatnot. But old niggas get on my nerves, like snitching your ass out. How you put Oprah in this? Okay. Girl, Oprah, Gail, slide on over, honey. Let Oprah go on up there with you so she can get away from this bullshit, okay? Because we know she ain't moving to Bali. She ain't about to move to Bali, all right? Because she got old ass Stedman over there in the guest house, girl. She won't have to disturb his old ass, all right? Even though she won't marry him. But anyway, look at me telling y'all business. So Oprah, girl, shout out to the Jasmine brand. Child, they talking about y'all thought the lawsuit was dropped. Girl, no, he has many lawsuits, okay? That's why his ass is in Bali. Hello, get into it. The nigga is not ever, emphasis on ever coming back to the US of the A, because his ass got too many damn lawsuits, and he been out here R-wording women and forcing himself on women, allegedly, hypothetically, and maybe. So that's why he now trying to put Oprah in the bullshit. And Oprah like, what? I can get in this shit. So let's get into it. All right. Shout out to the Jasmine brand, says Oprah Winfrey child, okay, Sophia, as they called her back in the day, has been subpoenaed, girl, by Russell Simmons, RAPE accuser, okay, of Drew Dixon. Now, said that Dixon is suing Simmons for defamation, girl, which means you've been lying out here, and wants Oprah Winfrey to hand over documents and evidence related to this case. How'd she get the paperwork? And you was out here doing R-word. So was she taking the minutes while you was up in there fucking hoes in the room? Was she your whole secretary working 7 days of the week like Mary J. Blige on there? I was your lover and your secretary. Working it. Was she your lover and your secretary? Oprah, let me find out you in here doing secretarial duties. All right, so Dixon girl accused Simmons of the R-word, girl, in a New York Times article in 2017. Lord, says that she alleges that he assaulted her in her apartment in 1995, girl. Now, Simmons questioned her claims during an interview with Graham Bessinger in 2023 and asked, could someone want notoriety in the market where people thirst for fame? Could that be, girl? Says that he also denied R-wording her and said his relationships have all been consensual. Well, why are you getting sued for R-wording people then? Okay. Because another woman said that you threw her down forcefully and forced yourself upon her with your dead eye having ass. Yeah, you did. You were laid up there looking like Sheree ex-husband Bob Whitfield on top of that woman, trying to climb on top of her and do your damn business. Yes, you were. And I wasn't even there. I could just see you doing that up there on this shit here. Just take it. Just take it. Just take it. You was on that shit with your eyes all over the damn place, looking at her, staring at her in the damn eye, and you're looking at the wall and you was looking at her on that shit. Now, anyway, so back to it. Now, here's where Oprah comes in, all right? For those of you who don't know. This nigga here with a dead eye, like Biggie. All right, no shot, no shade to you, Biggie. All right, so here's where Oprah comes in. Says it, and Simmons also said in the interview that Oprah dropped out of producing on the record a documentary about a Salt Girl claims against Simmons after she found inconsistencies in the women's stories. Simmons alleged that Winfrey and recordings of conversations, okay, that would prove the inconsistencies. Girl, let me find out you know about some conversations in here. Now it says that Oprah later told the New York Times that she still believed that the women, and the newspaper added that she also thought there were inconsistencies in her account that the film had not, okay, adequately addressed. All right, so it says that the filmmakers also said that they have voluminous research files, okay, corroborating all the women's accounts. Oh, that means a lot of women, okay? Russell, Miss, I've never R-worded anyone. Right here it says that all the women accounts. That don't mean one. All mean it's a boatload of them hoes, okay? That's what that means. Oh, okay. So Dixon's attorneys have now subpoenaed Winfrey, honey, in the defamation, girl. That mean lying out here. Lawsuit with a notice that reads, according to page 6, okay, says that you are hereby commanded to produce the books, records, papers, data, documents, evidence, writings, and all of the tangible things as described more fully in the attached schedule at a what is it? Law firm Boise Schiller Flexner LLP, honey, before March the 18th of 2025. Now that date has passed, so I hope you turn all that shit in. All right. Now it says that it continues by saying, if you further commanded to appear and attend before a notary public or other persons authorized by law to administer oaths, all right, and at any recessed or adjourned date to testify and give evidence at a witness or on an examination before trial by deposition upon, girl, I like that word upon, oral, not oral, girl, oral questions, just say questions. Why gotta be oral? Because when I think about that, I'm thinking, all that. All right, so anyway, girl, not oral questions. You ever walked up to somebody and said, can I ask you an oral question? What the fuck is that? That threw me a little bit. Girl, I got an oral question to ask you. Let me call him. You ask your man, baby, I got an oral question I need to ask you right quick. He'll be like, do you? All right, so this deposition, girl, may be videotaped and will continue from day to day until complete, girl. So do you think that Oprah should have to get involved? Comment and let us know. All right, so that's what he's saying, girl, let us know. Girl, if you ask your man that you got to tell your man you got an oral question, girl, that might set it off. I ain't never heard about no oral questions, but I mean, actually, if you asking a question, it's going to be verbal. So I don't know. Oral question. Let me write that down because I like that. I might use that later. Oral questions. Okay. Because when you put an S on there, that means there's more than one question. All right. That's plural for those of you that didn't go to school. All right. So yeah, I like oral questions, girl. Yes, girl. All right, so let's move on. So Oprah, girl, I hope you get out of this and don't be letting him be, putting you in all his bullshit while he hiding over there in Bali, sitting Indian style and lying and whatnot, snitching his ass off because he know that they can't, extradite his ass back to the U.S. for all these damn crimes that he done committed and pulling other people that didn't even know they was in the shit. I know that you was his lover and his secretary, maybe, girl. But yeah, you was over there taking the whole minutes while he was over there hoeing, and now your ass done got pulled into it. That's what it sounds like. But anyway, girl, I don't care no more. So goodbye. Moving on. Is this my last topic? Yeah, it is. All right. So we got this last topic, girl, for this Naziah case. Y'all know I covered that. Let me get serious now. I said real. I'm so undone. Y'all know I got to get in character when I talk about this. We got to liven it up because I don't want y'all bored when y'all watching me, okay? I got to get into my... All right. So if y'all watching me, you're going to get a laugh, honey, because I'm going to act a fool while you're watching. All right, so y'all know I covered, let me get serious because this is a serious topic. All right, y'all know I covered the Naziah case. I will be covering it when the case, when the case come up, the trial date come up, which is October the 6th. All right, I know it like the back of my hand, girl. I will be covering it. Every single solitary detail that's happening with the Naziah case, I will be bringing it to your attention. So if you want to know about the case, come right on over here on my channel. As soon as you see my thumbnail with Naziah on there, you know we're talking about Naziah, okay? Any updates, whatever the case may be, if they get that drunk ass grandma and that bald-headed ass, big foreheaded ass Shannon and her damn sister, okay? The two damn buffet eating twins with a triple whopper eating asses, yes, I will be talking about their ass. Yes, I will, because I'm sick of their asses and they need to be locked the fuck up, and I want to be the one to see it, and I hope they get fucking video because I'm a short right here and I'm still mad about the shit. But let's get into it. All right. So all right, so DPD, which is Detroit Police Department, never investigated a 2022 claim, you guys, involving Naziah Harris and an alleged unaliver. Did y'all know that? I found this. I said I want to talk about it because it seems like there's a lot of inconsistencies in this case already. And there's been a lot of things that have happened to this young girl, Naziah, who was taken from her mother and given to her grandmother to be taken care of. And a lot of things have happened, meaning that she was touched inappropriately, I told you guys, by a family member, by a cousin who is autistic, and the family covered it up to keep said autistic family member to be held accountable legally for doing that to Naziah. Let's not forget about the fact that Jarvis Butts is now in jail, prison, serving time until his trial date, and he's being also accused of unaliving her and being inappropriate sexually with her. She was only 13 years old. It was said that she was carrying, meaning pregnant, whenever she passed away, by Jarvis Butts, who we all know had a plethora, a boatload of hoes, honey, like 20, 25 girlfriends, all of which, besides, I think, 2, already had children. He preyed upon women who had children because those were his victims. We already know he gave a 4-year-old an STD. How the fuck you do that? You shouldn't be touching the 4-year-old, and you shouldn't have been around kids because he is a registered sex offender. So let's get into this because this is very sad that we have to talk about this. I hate when people don't follow through when there's cases with children that need to be reported because they don't want to get somebody else's ass in trouble. All right, so let's get into this. All right, shout out to ABC 7 News. All right, let's go.
Did Detroit police miss a chance to save the life of this?
Hold on.
Search for Taylor Brands to get that.
Let's get past this ad, child. Oh my God. All right, let's go.
Did Detroit police miss a chance to save the life of Naziah Harris? Records uncovered by the 7 investigators tonight show that they did.
Nearly 2 years before Naziah went missing, police received a warning involving the man now accused in her murder.
And tonight, DPD says they messed up. 7 investigator Ross Jones reveals what went wrong and what's changed as a result.
Mr. Butts targeted and befriended women who had to have sexual relationships with their young daughters. He was a classic and expert groomer and pedophile.
On the same day,
y'all see that limp? I think everybody know what that means.
Jarvis Butts would be accused of killing and sexually abusing 13-year-old Naziah Harris. Police and prosecutors urge the community to protect its children at all costs.
But when it comes to our children, we must be deliberative, we must be diligent, and laser focused on their safety.
We make strong and good decisions for our children, keep them out of harm's way.
But more than 20 months before Harris ever went missing, Detroit police had been warned that she'd been victimized by Jarvis Butts and failed to ever investigate.
There was enough for the department to ask about Naziah.
Yeah, we could have done better. No question.
Last month, we showed you that Jarvis Butts had been the subject of multiple complaints to Children's Protective Services, including at least one that named Naziah Harris as a victim. What we did not know at the time is that CPS wasn't the only agency who'd been warned. In April of 2022, in response to a complaint CPS had received, workers there submitted a law enforcement notification, or LEN, to Detroit police. It's an alert to possible criminal behavior that may warrant a police investigation. In this case, the complaint told DPD that there was an incident at a birthday party where a child accused Butts of sexual abuse. Naziah, and name withheld, reported that Jarvis touched them inappropriately as well. It read, "Jarvis is a sex offender and a felon." Naziah's great aunt, Jernell, says she filed that complaint with CPS that ultimately made its way to DPD.
They're the police. They're supposed to investigate. I mean, it had all the everything is there.
But the department never did investigate, at least.
That's the same incident where he paid the young child, okay? It was a birthday party. Well, I think we talked about this. But he paid them $20 to try to make them give him some type of oral activity, and they said no. So he, in exchange, touched him inappropriately. That child then went back and told an adult, I think their parent, and that parent then reached out and asked Naziah's grandmother, in which they said, no, that never happened, and they tried to cover it up because they didn't want Jarvis to get in trouble. So that was kind of swept under the rug, but Jarvis kind of got away with that. All right, so let's continue.
With respect to Naziah, Instead, according to officials, only the other alleged victim named in the report was questioned because CPS only listed her under the victim header, even though Neziah was identified as an abuse victim too.
Does that make any sense to you?
No, makes zero sense.
Why are we here to where this young girl is not here anymore when she was already listed on this? He was already a registered SEX offender. He shouldn't have been at the fucking birthday party to begin with. Okay, so somebody keeps dropping the ball. All right, the grandmother is wrong, first of all, because you already knew. Shannon, you were wrong because you knew your baby daddy was a whole pedo. Okay, because he was a pedo when he met you. You were 16 when he was digging you out. But at the end of the day, y'all allowed him to be around children at a fucking birthday party. Imagine how many kids were there. Even if it was 3, that's too many when it comes to him. You can't even be in a fucking school zone, let alone a fucking birthday party for children. So the fact that you were there and soliciting sexual favors from a child for $20 and they said no, and you still forced yourself on them to touch them inappropriately and then lied about it and helped the grandmother coerce other kids not to say that they saw some shit so that you can get away with it, only to do what you did to Neziah, impregnate her and unalive her, and they still have not found her. So this was swept under the rug, even though there was a paper trail of his pedophilia. Let's continue.
Either they didn't read it or they didn't comprehend it. That's my opinion.
Tom Berry is a retired Detroit police lieutenant who reviewed the report that bears Neziah's name.
How many victims do you see identified there?
I see 2 for sure, maybe 3. Somebody dropped the ball. It's pretty clear by reading that there's at least 2 allegations of sexual assault there.
Her name was right in the report. At a minimum, the department should reach out to her and at least ask if something happened. But that didn't happen.
It did not.
Today, Assistant Chief Charles Fitzgerald makes no excuses, saying much has changed with how the department handles the more than 5,000 LEN reports it receives every year. Unlike when the Neziah complaint came through, he says DPD now interviews everyone identified inside, regardless of whether they're listed under the...
Why does it take something like this happening to one of our Black queens for some shit like this to be taken seriously? As soon as this came across their desk, and they looked up who Jarvis Butts was, he should have fucking been arrested. And that would have cut down, 1, her being pregnant, 2, him continuously sexually abusing her and his daughter and other children that were involved, and the grandmother arrested, and Shannon, because she also lived in the same residence where this shit happened, because she knew he wasn't supposed to be there at all as well. That Neziah probably will be here to this day had that taken that seriously, but they didn't do that because people were not doing their fucking job. And that pisses me off when you get people in positions like this that should investigate stuff and they lazy ass rather go out and get coffee and fucking donuts instead of sitting at their desk and putting in the correct complaint and going picking people up who should not be on the streets like Jarvis Butts was out here steady doing shit to young girls. I'm sorry. Let's continue.
The victim header. Complaints are triaged and are assigned quickly, and missing information, like in this case, Neziah's last name, is ferreted out by investigators.
It's a horrible excuse. We still should have done what we should have done.
The fact that they acknowledge it shouldn't have worked this way, and it took for something so tragic to happen to her, you're damn right it shouldn't have worked that way. They should have did their job.
Kiwana Morton is one of Neziah's relatives who says she filed complaints with CPS too. She wonders tonight if the 13-year-old's fate might have been different if police ever bothered to reach out.
Somebody has to answer for that. They absolutely do. CPS and DPD.
I think the obvious question that a case like this begs is how many other victims or alleged victims in reports like this were named but never contacted by DPD?
Yeah, prior to the recent process, I don't know. I would hate to speculate even.
Do you worry that there are other cases like this?
Of course, yeah, for sure.
I don't think it stopped in one child sliding through the crack.
Many.
They clearly weren't doing their jobs.
We don't know, of course, what Neziah might have said to police if she'd been interviewed. The other alleged victim who was questioned made no disclosures of abuse. Jarvis Butts denied he touched anyone when questioned by police, and he has maintained his innocence since being charged. But by not asking the question, you know, she couldn't possibly have said something was going on, and that's what haunts the family and will haunt the family, I think, for a very long time.
Well, of course.
I'm gonna tell y'all what I think happened, because they said that whenever CPS did question, that the grandmother said, "Oh no, nothing ever happened here." If you guys remember the video that I showed you guys where the grandmother was screaming and hollering at the kids, they are petrified of her. The kids, well, she don't have the kids anymore because CPS have now taken her children. She's since moved from the house where that basement and all that shit was. She's moved from there because they said she was being harassed like hell there. So she's now moved since CPS have come and taken her children. Shannon's children have been taken, which I showed you guys where Shannon actually said it in a post where she was going off on a Facebook post saying that, yes, CPS came and got my kids. They should have been got your kids. Okay, all 5 of them, yes. So I think the kids were petrified of the grandmother because her tone in terms of how she talked to them, she was real militant. She screamed at them, she cussed at them. So there's no way they were going to go and say something to the police because maybe they were in fear of retaliation from the grandmother and through Shannon and them as well. So they were like, oh yeah, no, nothing ever happened. Nobody was touched, da 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 da. But then again, grandma, you was in there hiking up your skirt, sleeping with Jarvis, from what we hear, allegedly. In there with the doors locked, with a known pedo in your bedroom, in there oohing and eyeing with a known pedo who not only impregnated your daughter, Shannon, but also dated your other twin daughter, Makita, and was messing with your granddaughter and impregnated your granddaughter, Naziah. And there's no telling who else he was Shannon's other daughter, oldest daughter, because he was requesting that she also come to the shop with Naziah. So all of these things were going on under adults' nose who was supposed to be watching her. But then the grandmother, sit on the stand and say, oh no, he never even came in the house, when there's definitely videos out there. Hell, I showed them where the nigga was in the house around children, standing back watching Naziah and his own daughter doing TikTok dances like a pedo would do. He was like standing back salivating over them doing little TikTok moves, standing in the corner. So to sit on the stand and say, no, he's never been in my house, when there's video footage showing that, definitely shows that the grandmother was in on it and that you protected a known pedo because it served your purpose more than anyone else's. Now, we're not just going to blame the grandmother, Shannon, Makita, and Jarvis for this bullshit. I also blame Detroit, the police department. I blame Child Protective Services and everybody else that this shit was reported to, and they sat on their hands because Naziah is a young black girl, or was, because she's not here anymore, a young black girl. They didn't make her a priority because of who she was and where she came from and what she identified herself as. And that's sad. She would still be here today had they taken this particular case right here serious and gone and picked up Jarvis' butts. Period. This is sad. This is a sad situation. Let's continue.
Of course, trust so hard when the system fails you.
And to see their names in a report 2 years earlier is frightening.
And if they're saying that procedures have changed, certainly our hope is that fewer people will fall through any cracks. All right.
Thanks a lot, Ross.
There was a whole report with Naziah's name in it saying this was happening. This girl was in the vicinity of this happening. Da, 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 da. Y'all didn't follow up on it. Y'all didn't do shit. Y'all sat right there and let this happen. And now that she's gone and y'all hear about this horrific situation where she was pregnant and da 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 da. Now y'all want to jump in. Oh my God, this is so sad. I think we should have done this. We're going to take further repercussions, going forward with other cases that's similar to this and da da da. Like, shut up. They get on my nerves. This could have been avoided. This girl could be still alive had y'all got Jarvis butts off the streets. He shouldn't have been on the streets after what he had already done to said children prior to this situation. Like a 4-year-old. And I said it before because they said Jarvis been in Naziah's life since she was like 2 years old. So do I feel like the nigga was doing something before 13 years old? Absolutely. I do feel like he was touching her and doing everything else that he could do to her. Okay. What was it? I don't feel like they reported the shit. I feel like they knew about it because all of Shannon's sisters and brothers also ran away because some shit was done to them as children. Their own father was touchy-feely. I told y'all that. So the whole family are pedos. There's a whole family of pedos. A whole family of pedos. I say allegedly, but a whole family of pedos. That shit is fucking crazy. And yeah, they dropped the ball on that. So I'm very sad about it. Again, any updates that we get on the Naziah case, I will cover. Shout out to the 533 watching. Thank you guys for joining the show. That is the end of our show. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope y'all got a laugh and a gag. I hope you guys got some education on food and everything else. Y'all know we have, we do a whole 360 over here. But thank y'all. Thank you, Belle Wilson, Tyra, KBR, and Scorpion Miss for modding. Also, my backup mods, Rose Armstead and True TV Podcast. Thank you guys for doing an awesome job as well. Thank you to my Caramelians for coming over and enjoying the show. Please don't forget, guys, to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so, okay? You guys have been really sitting on the likes. I need y'all to like the video so that we can stay in the algorithm, all right? I will see you guys later today, all right? and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. All right. Love you guys down. Any content creators before we get out of here? Content creators, let me know. Let me scroll back up because I saw some of you guys in here. I want to give you, y'all laughing about the Billy Goat boat. Hold on. Moz, let me know. Let me know of the content creators in here so I can shout them out. Okay. I know Truth TV Podcast is here. Thank you, Sunny Days. Thank you, Chef Don Stop by. Purple Unicorn, Deary Talk Show, Messy Hills ATL, Boss Lady Brian, Girlfriend Chronicles, and Love Seeing Her. I have to make my little notes because I be forgetting. Somebody else was in here, and I want to, what is it? Somebody else was in here. Let me scroll back because I saw you guys. Y'all let me know. Damn. I hate when I miss it. Anybody else? Mars, let me know. There's somebody. Oh, Just T, please. I see you. Just T, please is in the building as well. Okay. Thank y'all so much. I love you guys down. I'll see you guys later. All right. If there's nothing else, let's go.
When you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran to the no, and I still go. Go, 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 yo, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negative